Hello, I like a Mickey Alt.
Well,
I
I'm
respect
gonna.
it.
I bought them specifically for this weekend, knowing that this was happening, and I'm like, well, what better way? So, one of these ad breaks, I'm absolutely gonna refill. So, and I'll
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
make no. I'm gonna try to mute whenever I open it, so people don't go, "How many has he had thus far?"
This
We're
guy.
just
No,
gonna
but no,
go.
no judging here. No judging here. Just gonna make sure
True,
everybody
but
knows that we're live. Yeah, for those tuning in or
live,
watching
pal.
after the fact, this boy has some ads on his cock, so we're gonna have to do a little
And that's the
pause. But
worst.
I have a little timestamp here, so if you're watching, just be abreast of it, and should be a hoot and a nanny. But I mean, should we just dive right in?
Yeah, I'm tweeting out. You'll see. Man, before we even get into this, this
Please,
is
yeah.
like it might be easy to say the greatest Nitro episode of all time. It's been a while since I've seen everything else outside of the main event, so that'll kind of tell us if it really is that good or not. I know this is happening live here July 6th, and a lot of people have been posting 27 years ago, maybe the greatest Nitro moment ever, which was Goldberg and Hogan. I mean, that's great and all, but this was unexpected. No one really thought Luger was going to win. Spoilers. So you just don't, Goldberg and Hogan. It was like, oh, Georgia Dome. He's got to beat Scott Hall too.
Yeah, undefeated, momentum
Yeah.
behind them. You kind of figured, yeah. But yeah, we have we're a week out from Road Wild, in which
I know.
the main event is Luger and Hogan for the title. So you might be tuning in, being like, "Well, they're gonna do some schmaz here, and then they'll do the real match at the pay-per-view." Which, who knows, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're here to watch it. I do know how it ends, but I know nothing else about this, but about the match or any of this. This is my first time watching this episode, so be some fresh eyes on the product here on
Very exciting.
the WCW. But yeah, I'm excited. I've heard about it. Isn't there like an action figure of of this moment or like one coming out?
Yes, there is, and I don't have it with me to have on display. I'm waiting for more real estate to do that. But it's the Ultimate Edition Lex Luger, and it's got, depending on what we see, what they have aired on this show on Peacock specifically, after they're in the back and they've got paint thinner and rags and they're cleaning off NWO, and it's like a pink towel. They put that little towel is in the figure box. Like it's incredible because it's not. People say that wrestling figures have to be toyetic. That's the framework that the guys at the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast have dubbed it, where you look like you should be made into a toy. And Lex Luger just wearing black trunks, not really that toyetic. So you want to maximize it by putting the world title in, the clean one, and the NWO one, and the towel thing. Maximize that. So
I like it. Well,
yeah.
I'm ready if you are, pal.
I'm ready, and I can't wait to annoy everybody with the ads on Peacock. So
we'll be back right after this.
That's right.
It's right. It kind of brings us into the how it was watching it live. So
I'd almost prefer to have commercials. That way we can kind of schmoz in between and be like, well, what do you think's going to happen after the break?
I should have looked up like 97 commercials and like popped them on the screen.
I would have loved the real recorded broadcast of this. That would have been exciting.
Yes. We'll have to look more into that next time. But
yeah.
Alrighty, is over 2 hours? Is this like a 3-hour Nitro?
This is the first 3-hour Nitro for those of you playing at home. Thank God that there are no commercials on this particular episode, because it only runs 2 hours 24 when it would have run full 3 plus change, probably the actual live recording.
Interesting. I'm just realizing I think this ticker only goes to 2 hours, but we'll figure it out. Well, once we get to 2 hours, I'll just reset it, and then it'll be a whole thing. We're figuring it out. All right. We'll hit play. You ready to hit play?
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, this has noise behind it.
Could you imagine if I had ads to start the show? I'm like, you know what? Sorry about that.
Oh.
Who's got this
Oh,
sign in front of Michael Buffer? Put it
dude.
down. I know
We
people
are-
don't like him, but Jesus. The whole
I prefer not to look at
the
them.
whole thing was just how does that happen? I know signs are more prevalent back then, although they're
Oh, it's
kind of
got to be
making a
so
comeback now.
annoying to watch wrestling in this era. You can't see anything.
This is my favorite. It's the sticky note era. Because when you watch an episode of Raw, they cut the lights and it's just like thousands of signs.
Ooh, feels like a big show.
Oh yeah. Well, it's 3-hour Nitro.
Is it? They didn't like. Cause I just watched the episode before this, and they didn't mention a 3-hour Nitro at all on that show. Maybe it was like during the commercials or whatever.
It could have been. Yeah, it could have been. Well, look at this. See, why couldn't I get ads now? Do I need to see the Nitro girls?
I don't know what the like prevailing opinion is on the Nitro girls. I find them so annoying. Like they're like, what are we? They're not even like tawdry enough to be like gooning at them. They're just like, I don't know.
Right. Only because I understand it from when they did it. It was like, well, if the fans are going to have a commercial break, at least have the Nitro girls as like it's cheerleaders. It's cheerleaders for wrestling, and that's how they kind of presented this for the live shows. I didn't hate it, but whenever you start the show off and there's a sign, Raw is weak. However, they don't have cheerleaders on their show. And I don't know where they were at either. Did they have 3 hours of programming by then? Hey, Lex Luger. Spoiler alert.
Raw
I
didn't go
don't
3
know.
hours till like 2010s.
Way later. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought, okay. Well,
I remember I was in
Nitro did
college
it,
when
and
they
they're out of their
did
mind.
it.
I thought was Raw 15th anniversary 3 hours? That was
I think
07.
occasionally they would have specials that were 3 hours, but like as far as week to week.
And back then we'd have been like, let's 3, oh my God, more wrestling, let's go. And now it's like, for the love of God, stop. I'm Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm done.
Speaking of obnoxious, look at this guy.
Mother of God. Well, look at all that NWO show. It's crazy that WCW, lucks into this, the greatest moment, heel turn, whatever you want to call it, and then all the fans are behind it. Isn't that crazy? Like, like, they love Sting and everything, but there's so many NWO shirts. It's wild that it kind of played the reverse, and they actually made more money from merch for the bad guys.
Right. It's pretty unprecedented.
Wild. But it was the antithesis of WWF, at least when it happened. So that, God, all this happens within a month where Nash, Hall, Steve Austin, Austin 316, and then Hogan turns all within like a month or so. So that's when like the good guys were it was still very kid friendly. So for the bad guys to be a former great guy, the greatest babyface of all time, you should have maybe expected, well, maybe some people are still going to like this, but not to this extent. It's people still wear these shirts today.
Yeah, no, it's been like in watching all of these like chronologically, even ECW, like it's so interesting to watch how like each company pulls from each other and how just in sync. There's like the time, like pop culture, the grungy anti-authority stuff. It just all fit. That's what made this era so good.
NWO country, interesting.
Something. He's not rocking the black beard. I think that's what's unsettling right now for me.
Blackbeard.
The Blackbeard.
He's wearing no beard. It's just
just a stash, just like a Hulkamania stash.
Well, then you know what's gonna happen. He ain't winning.
Oh, is that? What that means?
There it is. Look at that figure. That's the original San Francisco Toy Makers NWO black and white Hogan. They just painted over. They literally just re-released it and turned his gear into black and white, which is great.
Hell yeah.
Hogan fears talent. That's a multifaceted sign. Putting over talent, the fact that he doesn't have talent. What could it be,
Very subtly flexing.
Yeah, this is an interesting look. The no goatee. The goatee was prominent. Absolutely in '98. I don't know if he just shave this day, or he wanted to shave so he'd have the goatee before Road Wild in 5 days because it took place on a Saturday, which is my favorite. I loved the Road Wild shows in particular because 96 I don't recall, but I mean I remember 97, 98, 99 where I'm 4, 5, and 6 years old, but it's a pay-per-view in August. So I'm like at home, there's no school, and it's on a Saturday. It's like, oh my God, how great is they made this for me. Like, not only do I have to go to school anyway, but it's like that last little sliver of summer left. Which is really exciting. So I love this era. Maybe Hogan gave his goatee to Eric Bischoff.
Just about to say.
He's got a pretty I'd say thick, but maybe it'd just be his turkey.
It's thicker than usually is. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, we can't both have beards, brother. Don't get confused.
Oh, man. Dude, Hogan is so... I had a few hot dogs over the weekend, and they didn't look as gorgeous as Hogan's tan. The hot dog skin, look at that.
Probably tastes the same, though.
Looks like you just put... That should be... people make AI anything, right? They should make a hot dog roller, but one of the hot dogs is Hogan.
Oh, that's had to have been done. If not, somebody get on.
No, someone better than me.
What's up, Silver Panther? Hogan was filming Thunder in Paradise at this time.
In 97? It went that long? There's no way. I'm going to do some research.
I'm not too familiar.
Let's see.
It's possible. He could have been filming something, if not that. But even then, it's just spray paint. Just spray paint a beard on yourself.
Okay, exactly here. Thunder in Paradise was one season, and that was 94.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here,
Get out of here. He could have been filming something else, but it wasn't Thunder in Paradise. I'll check what he was potentially filming.
Like Mr. Nanny or something?
No, that happened before. Let's see.
It's probably just a random street VHS.
So he could have been doing Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain. That's the one. That's the one. It was filmed in 97, came out in 98. So I mean, that could have been.
That could have just been a movie title you just made up, for all I know.
For all you know, look at these guys. These WCW shirts,
man.
These Nitro button-ups.
The Neapolitan polo.
They have them sometimes on eBay. You got to really. You can't. I look up WCW shirt on eBay multiple times a day, and reverse to newly listed searches to make sure I don't miss out on anything. And I did get the this one really cool teal WCW shirt I've worn before, but never one of these button ups. So I don't know. I like the one Larry's wearing. The other one's kind of like a more traditional button down, but I think Larry's is like a polo shirt, and that's what you got to go for.
Tenay just looks itchy.
Tenay is ready for whatever luchador match is happening.
Right.
That's what he's here for. Although I don't think we're going to start off with that. Oh
man, starting off hot. Let's go.
Starting off with what I think you and I last talked about or discussed, which was these Mortal Kombat guys at what was it, Great American Bash?
Oh, these guys have been on every pay-per-view for forever.
Right.
I think all Mortis has done is fight Glacier at this point.
The Titanic fought Glacier too. Who'd he ever beat? Nobody.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Man, the innovator of offense, though. Mortis.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Hey, look at this. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Curtain jerker.
Okay.
Kurt Hennig.
Curtain jerker. Yeah.
I'm here all night, folks.
This guy.
Oh, the perfect gum hit. He's amazing, man.
Some may say he's perfect, you know.
Not those in WCW.
What is this finisher called in WCW? Is it just a fisherman suplex?
Not kidding. I think they call it the Henningplex.
That sounds right.
Yeah. He hit one on the Giant. That was amazing.
Yes. I see that clip pop up every now and then.
It's crazy. I'm waiting for that first commercial break to disappoint all the viewers. But we're not there yet, I don't think. We're still rolling. The tape machines are rolling.
I feel like this match happened on Heat in like 2002.
Before Mr. Perfect went to the Final Four of the Rumble.
Yeah, or after.
What a run. Or after. You probably after, yeah.
He didn't hang around too much longer after that. In the company. I mean, I guess in life too, but
in life too, yeah, unfortunately. Guys feeling each other out. I mean, again, I put over Mortis, aka Canyon, yet I didn't realize he was gonna wrestle another amazing in-ring guy. Like this, if you just put these guys, if you put this on paper, it sounds incredible.
Right.
We'll see what, you know.
It's very interesting opening match here. I feel like they're trying to start off this first 3-hour Nitro hot.
Somewhat hot, I guess. It's one way to put it.
I think at this point, Henning is still is he NWO? Is he Horseman?
Oh yeah, we aren't we doing Fall Brawl?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll get back to that.
Oh boy, little tease.
It honestly, so the way this show ends tonight will give me goosebumps almost certainly, because it does every time I watch it.
He was filming something. It's all right. It's all right.
We appreciate you. It's all right. Yeah, I just didn't want anyone to think Thunder in Paradise was good enough.
We're not trying to spread fake news on here.
Yeah, it was not good enough to last longer than that. I didn't want to give it the credence that it
like, is there season 2 of Thunder in Paradise?
Like, I don't. 3 years. I don't. So, like I said, with like Road Wild, like those are very memorable to me. Like in my memory bank, and Luger winning the title is obviously top of those too. But when we cover Fall Brawl, the ending of that pay-per-view was one of the first like negative, but in a kayfabe way. Moments that I ever saw, because I was like, "That's it. He's dead. He's dead." And I was, I was on my way to 5 years old, and I still was hook, line, and sinker. So they had me. WCW had me. Oh, by the hair.
Dastardly. Where's Wrath
Natural Selection.
Classic.
Where's Wrath at? Well, I mean, if this is any
somewhere.
indication of who's in, I'm sure he's lurking in the shadows somewhere. And then you'll see, and Glacier's here to make the save. And here comes the cat.
Oh, my goodness.
Somehow all 4 of the guys that are involved in the same storyline the entire time they're there are all here tonight in the same segment. Oh, there's that. Oh, God, Nick Patrick's cadence.
It's enraging.
It's insanity. Now, I'll give him credit that, and it's also his downfall. The fact that it's so consistent, that's great and all, but it ruined Starrcade 97. So, here we go. Bang. You ain't getting out of that, pal. Wow. And that's it. That's all
My goodness. See ya.
Kurt still got it in 97. It's crazy because he was out of wrestling. And, Lloyd's of London. He's like, yeah,
like
collect
4
my money.
years.
And then, was it 4?
I looked this up recently. I think it was like 3 or 4.
Because he wrestled in 93. He's commentating in the WWF in like 95, 96. Yeah, it's probably 3 to 4 years. Man, it feels like it's not that long, but I guess it was that long. Because one of my favorite matches of his, if not my favorite match, was in that tail end of WWF run where he wrestled Brett at King of the Ring 93.
Oh, yeah.
I've probably watched that match 100 times.
I need to delve more into his catalog. I haven't seen a ton of Mr. Perfect. I mean, I've seen like the marquee matches.
Okay.
But because he was, I started the timeline after he was
right
out.
Oh, I got a 60-second ad.
Oh boy.
And I was a little ahead of you anyway, so that kind of works.
Yeah.
Just a little
So
bit.
I'm at 1506. So
Yeah, perfect.
what kind of ads you got over there?
You got spruce, weed, and grass killer, safe for use around people and pets. Use as directed.
Oh, what's your
Visible
favorite weed
results
killer?
I'll answer it with this. The WWE wellness policy.
This guy here. Where's my? I don't know if you could hear that or not. My soundboard's been off the fritz.
It sounds like it's off the fritz. Why do you have?
Because it's like it's playing like out of the thing, but it's not coming through my headphones.
It's playing Naked Gun sound effects.
Right. I got a couple horns on deck. Don't worry. I'm a horny fella, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, and the ad is complete. We're back.
So 15.
Oh, you love that.
Let me see here. Oh no. Too far. That's close enough.
What was the last thing you saw there? Were you still looking at the crowd? Did they just rip up that Raw sign?
Here, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. All right, 1531.
Now they're showing Sting. The Sting video package.
Okay, I'm pretty much lined up with the screen here.
Okay.
Yeah, Sting package. I'm looking at Sting's package.
Good. That's where we were at. But when they cut back in, they had fans with a Monday Night Raw sign, and they had it just long enough, and then they were like, "Blah!" They just like ripped it up to shreds, and it's like, oh my god,
all over the place.
Oh boy,
peeing on Raw.
Sting and that bat, man. He's like, you know what? Bring me down from the rafters. I don't care.
He just zooms down too.
He's flying, dude. Man, he's so bad at. I'm so mad about Starrcade '97. We're not even.
Yeah, my entire time watching, whenever I see Sting on screen, I'm like, oh, this is cool, but it's just not going to be anything.
There's just so much to it. I don't know. It's just annoying. That's all I have to say.
Is it the most disappointing match ever?
Yeah. What other match gives you almost 18 months of build, and it literally just had to be a clean finish?
They said the land the plane.
Yeah, and they decided to reroute and take it back to NWO country, and it's pissed me off.
Ooh, Chavo.
Ooh, Hector.
Hector's still looking saucy.
Hector looks like Eddie.
Yeah,
a little bit with that hair. I love it. Who are these guys going to take on?
Oh, ain't he great?
Oh, he is.
Raw. So many Raw is weak signs.
Drew blows. Uh-oh.
Dean.
The Iceman. Number one in the PWI 500, 1997.
Is he now?
Yep. And I love that United States title design. Absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah. I actually really like the current one, but this one might be my second favorite.
Current one's all right. It's okay. I like the Cena Orlando Jordan, like that first US title when they brought it back in to WWE.
I was never crazy about that one. I don't know why.
And I'll tell you this, I like the US spinner belt over the WWE spinner belt.
Okay.
That's how it was the first one. And now I know the WWE one's like legendary now, but the US title was the first one he did like that, and people kind of forget it. That being said, major rap producer Metro Boomin, who has been around and doing stuff with WWE, and of course did Ric Flair drip. He posted recently how he wanted to do some WWE theme songs because of how shit everyone else is. And people were like telling him like, "Hey, you should do it. Like, let's do this." He just released like a video on Twitter the other day about a new mixtape coming, and it's him shooting fireworks out of this truck, but it's the truck's decked out in USA stuff, and the back has a bunch of belts, and he has the US spinner belt like over his shoulder as he's like firing Roman candles out the thing. So I like title belts coming into the mainstream. That's like a subtle way of being like I'm a wrestling fan without being like, because if you have them like it's a piece of jewelry, it's like it's very subtle. It's like this is how much I like it, but I don't have to like, I don't have to wear a wrestling shirt. Like this is what they wore. This is I don't know.
I'm a champion.
With the spinner. Yeah, I'm a champion.
Easy, Hector. Come on.
Jesus. Does
so
a
extra.
roll right in the ring. I know. Jarrett just hot dogging and grandstanding like the best guy. Another strut. Jesus. And now they're shredding. All we need is Mr. Iguana and Penta.
Oh boy.
And they can just strut all over the place. Forget Ric Flair. He doesn't have to be here.
No. This version of Jarrett's just so funny. I don't know. He's just so like, he's just so bright. Like the hair looks fake. He's just so like, ha!
That's every promo, everything. Good drop kick. Nice uppercut too.
Was Dean not in the Horsemen till like way later? Or is it around this time?
It has to be this time. I mean, it's a Horseman like it's Benoit, Mongo. Let's see. Mongo, Benoit, Jarrett, and I didn't even name Flair or Arn. So Dean's in there, but it's like a rotating like thing.
Yeah.
So I know Mongo had a thing against Jarrett, and
so we're fresh off of Jarrett getting kicked out. So right now it's just Flair.
Well, then it's Flair,
Mongo,
Arn,
and Benoit.
Yeah.
Arn's kind of just he's gone.
Yeah, Arn's last match was Havoc 96, so he is fresh out of wrestling. And we're going to see, not the end of Flair, but what it looked like to be the end of Flair at Fall Brawl. Keep teasing to that. I don't know when we're recording it. Don't know when you're going to air it, but I'm going to keep teasing.
We're still not at the end of Flair 2025.
No. Did you see that from the referee there?
What did he do?
So a normal tag was made. He got into the ring and like as they were like exchanging, like going through the ropes and like making the tag, he was just like this, the referee.
Offside.
Like, no, that's false start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And false start is forward. He was doing it backward. So I don't know what that means though. Does it mean like, all right, it's in motion and nothing can happen until I stop?
I'm gonna keep an eye on that.
I've never seen that before. Of course, you watch it'll never happen this entire show.
That's his like internal like metronome. Like, oh, you got 5 seconds to get out.
Yeah. For those of you playing at home, offsides is just like putting your hands on your side. Like that's all.
Oh, offside. That's a lot of fun.
That's right.
Little cloverleaf action.
This one's over.
Oh yeah. See ya. Hey, Chavo, just go away, Chavo.
Chavo's like, I'll get in. Now you know what?
I tried. Oh, sorry, Hecht.
Oh, I was so close.
Sorry, Uncle.
Damn. Well, and now he gets in the ring and it's too late. Again, Jarrett is just going crazy, strutting, and Malenko's like, "Can we get out of here?"
The juxtaposition between the two is very funny.
He wants Dean to strut.
Give me a Dean strut.
He'll just walk straight.
Dun, 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 dun.
He just leaves. Love Dean Malenko.
My job's done.
Exactly. He's the Iceman. He's Iceman / he is the Hitman. He just does what he needs to do and leaves. There it is. The biggest gate for a free event. $0. I got a 90-second ad. Pause.
Woo!
We got Olay Super Cream with sunscreen. 501.
Oh, easy. Come on.
Hydrate, smooth, brighten, firm, and protect with SPF.
I'll put us at 24:30 just so we're...
Muy simpatico.
Boom. Bang, bang, boom. Stacker 2. Was Stacker 2 a thing yet? 97?
They might have been on Stacker 1.
Oh, was there a Stacker 1?
I don't know. I remember Stacker 2 had the commercials with Kenny Wallace and, was it Big Show?
I don't know.
The WWE commercials? Right. Kenny Wallace was a NASCAR guy, and I remember it was like his sponsor in his car. But they had, I think it was Big Show, or someone was hawking it on
I think Triple H was a big
Triple H was definitely a guy on there. But I think they like gave up on how important it was, and like, let's throw a Big Show in there.
They had like an energy drink at some point. It was called like the Sting or something.
Yeah.
I think was that Stacker or was it just a different thing?
I think that was Stacker. I think you're right. I just don't think that the timeline, like I don't know where all that lines up of.
Yeah. And any Stacker 2 aficionados, call in.
Well, not the guy who thought Thunder in Paradise was still. I'm only kidding.
Come on now. Oh man, I was looking at this freeze frame. We got Raven here ringside. Little tease.
That's right.
All
right, I'm back in, so you can hit play.
All right. I'm pretty much where this time is. Raven's distraught.
Was he ever not distraught? He was always a miserable guy.
Scotty Flamingo, I think, was pretty cheerful, no?
Same with Johnny Polo.
Yes.
Here we go. Resident YouTuber Stevie Richards. Those shorts high enough? My dad. You want to look at what my dad kind of dressed like in the summertime in the late '90s? Look at Stevie Richards.
Oh, this is mowing the lawn attire right here.
Mowing the lawn, grilling, watching NASCAR races with the TV, wheeled to the outside on the porch. So, wow, takes me back.
I like how they just literally just hey, ACW did this 2 years ago. Just do it here.
Yeah, why not?
I guess.
You ever hear Eric Bischoff talk about Raven?
I don't think so, no.
Because whether it's in regards to them maybe not putting him over the right way or like doing his character the right way in WCW, but Eric Bischoff was always just like, I never like got the Raven character. And I'm like, okay, is that because you weren't listening to current music from 91 to 95? Right. Like, what do you mean you didn't get it? He's grunge. It's all he's doing. He's a darker, brooding character. You could have plucked him out of anywhere in the Pacific Northwest, and you knew his favorite music artists just by looking at him. Right. And like, that's just, he was the outcast guy. That's like, how hard is that to pick up on? You know? And of course, Raven would have worked. He's giving me kind of like Max Payne vibes, but not, you know, but more of the Man Mountain Rock Max Payne, where he is more of the music. Realm, but
maybe more of a Radford, perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow, good pull there. But
big Radford guy.
Man, gone too soon.
Oh man!
But you still doing, you know, people still do his move, the Spicoli driver. Like that's pretty cool. That he's made quite the impact.
I think he's about to show up in WCW soon. I think maybe it might be a few months from now, but
yeah, it's tail end of 90. It might be the beginning of 98, and that's I think he also passes away in 98. It was quick. All right, who we got here? So I'm watching. Full disclosure, I'm watching this sans audio because
Oh, really?
Well,
yeah,
I
guess,
told you
yeah.
everything with how I'm doing this is didn't work to my exact liking, unfortunately. Whenever it's a pay-per-view, I can pretty much manage, but not for this show. But I kind of like it because I could almost give you the entire audio for the Luger and
Right.
Luger won the title. But outside of that, look how many people are in there, by the way. The Palace at Auburn Hills, that is a huge, there's like 5 levels of seating. Oh, the big man.
The Giant. No audio needed. No music.
The Giant. He's not smoking a cigarette yet.
It's like he's like
just
kind of
says
still
Giant.
Dungeon of Doom Giant because he has like the green hue and no music,
yeah.
but it's like
Dungeon of Doom's got to be on its way out, right?
I think it's pretty. Sullivan just had his retirement match, quote unquote, with Benoit, so I think it's pretty much done.
Oh yeah, he got clocked with one of those wooden chairs.
Oh yeah, we need to bring those back. By the way, splintering around people's heads.
Did you start your timeline whenever that? Oh, Pit Stains. Look at that guy.
So good.
Did you get the part where it might have been Bash of the Beach 94 where Dusty hits, or it might have been a Clash. Dusty hits Ming when Ming was just the bodyguard, and Dusty cracks Ming over the head with a wooden chair, and his head's like through the chair.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I remember that, but that sounds vaguely.
It might have been a Clash of the Champions, so you might have missed it. So you're not watching those in. Because to be fair, later this month is, I think, the last one ever. Clash 35 is in August of 97.
Oh, yeah.
The last one they do.
I think when I first started rewatching all this stuff or watching it, I was skipping the clashes, but I've seen a few of them.
See, I think specifically at some point, if you wanted to redo a timeline and you do some of the WCW, well, you could do it with WWE and WCW where you do the pay-per-views, but because there's not 12 in a year, you could hit the Clash of Champions, you could hit the Saturday Night's main events, and kind of pick between those. Because there's some good stuff all throughout those shows. It's your typical 3-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah.
He's going to put all 3 of these guys down. The only one, so I didn't see any, holy cow. Is that Mark Starr? I know one's Lenny Lane. I don't know who this. This guy's going to get pancaked. Hope he doesn't land on him.
Sure.
Jesus. The guy in the blue, I couldn't tell you who he is, but fake Lex Luger's about to get it now. Literally, like mini Lex Luger, and he's also LL too. Bang!
He choke slams him, and the guy in the blue like vibrates. He like pops up from the impact of the guy getting choke slammed. Oh, this is so good.
It's crazy that the Giant only had one. No, he didn't. He had 2 world title reigns, I guess. He had 2.
Yeah.
But it's so annoying. It's like with Hogan specifically, like you get the good and the bad. Like you had to sign him, you had to give him the chance to be creative and do whatever. But you also, put things at risk because of that. So even with a guy like the Giant, it's like, well, if Hogan's not a part of it, maybe we're not going to run with it. If you had Hogan for that like if you get Hogan like you did, but he didn't have to run everything like he ended up doing, I wonder how many different champions we would have gotten, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because he pretty much
Savage could have won it more.
Yeah,
Giant could have won another one. Like
I feel like a lot of people had it towards the end, but it was just so hot potato that didn't really matter.
Yeah, and Hogan wasn't really at his peak of like whatever. Like
yeah.
I'm talking that 96. I got another commercial, 45 seconds. Told you this is gonna be annoying, folks.
Good. No, we're good. We're good. Allows us to savor it.
That's right. I'm just thinking from 94 to the NWO, you had. So Flair lost it to Hogan. Hogan had it all the way until Havoc 95, and that's when the Giant, he wins it, quote unquote. But then it's held up for World War III. Savage wins it, He holds on to it. Flair beats him at Super Brawl 6. The Giant beats Flair, and then Giant loses at Hog Wild. And Hogan holds it until maybe tonight.
Perhaps.
Yep. Oh, we're back.
For a second.
We're back.
The hottest show on Saturday nights or whatever.
6:05 on the mothership. WCW Saturday night with Bubber.
Is Bubber still around?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen Bubber in a while. He's buried in the NWO somewhere.
Raw is bore. You love that.
Wow.
Man, Raw is weak.
Cleverness.
Raw is bore. That is pretty good though. That's a lot they're very creative.
I'll tell you what.
Dumb WCW fans.
They're not totally wrong. Raw's not great at this point.
Oh yeah, the total package. Oh, great music. Lex Luger I think he used to get a lot of hate, but now I think he's getting a lot more respect. And how could you not see it? Look at him racking Rodman on pay-per-view.
Dude, he's because I had only seen Luger in WWF, and I was like, oh, this guy kind of stinks.
Exactly. You would never know if you were like, oh, his WWF run, he blew it against Yoko, and his biggest moment was a hip toss on the USS Intrepid.
Hip toss.
You
he body slammed him. My God.
Well, Bobby Heenan was just like, hip lock. He didn't want to admit it. But you watch Luger before that run, and then after that run, my God.
Yeah. It's a different person. It's crazy.
Totally different person.
He feels so like WWF tailored too. Like I don't know how they couldn't make him work.
Well, they wanted him to high voltage. You know what? Now I don't give that sign as much credit now. It says Raw is a bore. Oh. You had Raw is bore right there, you idiot.
Dude, these guys get more jacked every time I see them. Cartoonish. The guys, their pecs are just.
And I don't think they ever won the titles or anything. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's not because you'll see. They
finally got music at least. They used to just come out to like electrical, like.
All right. Would you prefer? Would you prefer that, or would you prefer? Was it Cobra with the?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
terrible.
La-di-da-di-da-di. We like to party. Gotta get up to get down. Nah. Public Enemy rule, man.
In ECW, they did.
They did, but I like them in WCW. They a cup of coffee in the WWF and got their ass kicked for not being, for like not being tough or thinking they were going to get their shit in. Which is, I posted about something like that the other day because someone posted the Daniel Puder getting his ass kicked by Benoit, Eddie, and Angle or Hardcore Holly, Angle and Benoit at Royal Rumble because at Royal Rumble 05 because Puder won Tough Enough and almost broke Kurt Angle's arm legit. Yeah, and they're like, well, we're gonna show this kid, and they just like laid into him, and I'm so glad that like that is not a thing anymore. Right, like hazing, or I don't even call it bullying because they're men, they're adults, but it is definitely hazing. Like, you got to earn your stripes instead of just, okay, this guy's tough. Like, just admit that this guy was tough, and Kurt can do something about it, maybe, with Daniel Puder. Right. Why is it that the backstage, like the higher ups are like, let's put him in the Rumble after 3 of the toughest guys we've got on the roster, and let's see what happens. Like, what do you think was going to happen?
Especially if there's like no like plan for a follow up, because like he just like disappeared after that. It'd be the one thing like, take your like Dominic did. Like he got like hit with a kendo stick 20 times, and then he's where he is now.
And he got his ass kicked, and then he got thrown out of the Rumble. Like that was it. There was no receipt, nothing. And to take it back to Public Enemy, Bradshaw and Simmons just beat the tar out of them, and that was kind of like it. Like, oh, it's like they get a bad rap after they don't perform the way they should have. Right. I love them in WCW because they were fun, yet I kind of like that they forced their gimmick, kind of like when Sabu came into WCW for a brief moment. Like, we're doing tables, we're doing it. Like, this is our gimmick is tables.
Yeah, and it is. I do like that they kept their gimmick. They didn't try to like make themselves something else.
Yeah, because they're not. I'm not gonna say they're not great wrestlers, but they're not. They're more like Nasty Boys than bad wrestlers. Yeah. Nasty Boys aren't great, but they are really good at what they do. Brawling, like that's all you need. And they even have the Ted Petty Invitational. I don't know if they still do that for Rocco Rock. They've had that tournament for a while in IWA. So like these guys are pretty celebrated, but I think overall they might not get as much respect because they were just the table guy. Good Lord. High Voltage sucks. Did you see that? Oh my God.
High Voltage rules, first of all. I will not hear the slander.
The one guy missed the kick and Rocco had to sell it. Then his tag team partner did a bulldog and almost decapitated him. Holy cow.
But goddamn it, they're so jacked.
They are literally yoked out the gills. It's crazy. And it's funny. I almost assume Public Enemy is going to get the win here. Yet, even though they both teams have matching gear, you would assume that High Voltage would be like, oh, how are they not going to go over? But I have a feeling Public Enemy is going over. And I have not watched this whole episode of Nitro. I've not watched, potentially since I watched it live, assuming I did when I was 4. But I've seen the main event, hundreds of times, over and over and over again. It's amazing. But so I have no idea. I didn't look up spoilers. I was just kind of here for the show. So I just assume Public Enemy will win, but they don't look like they should.
I don't know. High Voltage, they get wins every now and again. So
on what? Pro? Worldwide?
God, who do they beat? It was like a part of a different storyline, and they just happened to be the guys that got the win. They like picked the bones of somebody that got beat up. I forget who it was, but
State Patrol,
perhaps. I don't think I've gotten State Patrol yet.
I think you would have got them more in '96. So if you didn't get them at all,
they're probably on
or you didn't notice it, you probably never see them again. Yeah, they might have been on an episode of Nitro or something. Oh boy, Rage going to the top rope.
Oh man, he's gonna fly.
I wonder why his name was Rage. What was his first name? Oh! Come on, get the hot tag.
There we go, Johnny.
Man, after watching stuff on Benoit, I have such a crazy high respect for Johnny Grunge. I'm not sure if you saw any of that. I think it was from Dark Side of the Ring, where I think there was a moment where at a point Benoit had him and Nancy had some sort of fight or something, but Johnny Grunge was either a neighbor or he lived really close and always either came over to kind of check in or cool Benoit down or just be with someone that Benoit could talk to. And it was crazy to hear that because I'm that makes Johnny Grunge seem like one of the nicest guys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You need someone there. And I always think of, there's the table. With the Benoit thing, Eddie passed away only a year and a half before. All these things are happening. It was a really rough time, I assume, all around wrestling. So, to have someone to be able to talk to like that, I think probably helped. And
yeah.
I think then Johnny passed, and I think that was damn. Now,
that was a period where people were dropping like flies.
Yeah, but I think Grunge passed before the Benoit thing happened. He died in February of 2006. So he was someone that Benoit kind of looked to do that. I'm not, in no way am I correlating what happened with Grunge passing away, but who's to say that Grunge couldn't have been someone Benoit would have wanted to talk to at that moment to be like, hey man, I'm not really feeling great. And what's going on? Could have talked him off the ledge. And there's the win and the immediate no sell and beatdown.
God damn it. Is that Rage? That's Rage. Yes.
Yes. Here comes chaos.
Tell him, Rage.
Is he gonna use the table as a chair? What is going on?
There's so many ways this could go badly.
This looks safe. He ran right into it.
I do like how tables sounded back then, though. I don't know what happened. Everything's just too clean now. They just used to explode and splinter.
And they've got there was a good AEW table break a while back. It was like a blue thunder bomb to the outside. I got a 60-second break.
Oh boy. Nitro Girls on deck.
I wish I had the Nitro Girls.
Got time to prepare.
Commercials, so.
I don't know if Charmel's here yet. I think we're still a little ways.
Kimberly's there, though. Roll Tide.
Oh, she's the, what do they call the head Nitro Girl?
Kimberly.
Oh, okay. I see.
How could you forget?
The Nitro, Night. There's something there. I'm sure there's a, you know what? Let's Google it. What is the head Nitro Girl called?
QB1.
Perhaps. See if Google AI has any answers. The leader. Thanks.
Wow, that really helped.
But they do say Kimberly Page was the leader, so you're not wrong there, pal. You're not wrong.
I'll do what I can. And we are back. Look at those oversized Nitro shirts. Wow. They're probably just like a large or something, but
it's a one size fits all.
Did you ever see that? Speaking of that shirt, the Andre the Giant shirt from back in the day. Yes. Oh my God.
New cruiserweight champion.
Greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Come on now. Outshining them all. By the way,
the best part is that they're not like. I think in WWE that they would play it as if they were like repulsed that he just ruined it. Now they're kind of Kimberly's playing it up. But the rest of them are kind of like dancing with him. They're like, all right, let's go. This is great. Yeah, Kimberly's pissed, but everybody else is like, Lloyd, come on. Oh, is he about to do the Cesaro taunt?
Oh,
Alex Wright, man. Wow.
That's another one of those guys that,
that's Wonder King.
Could have had a bit bigger run.
Wonder Punk. He could have. What do you mean he didn't peak as?
I guess maybe not world champion potential, but
he didn't peak as Berlin.
I think cruiserweight champ's a good spot for him.
Cruiserweight champion, and he holds the distinction of having the only match at Starrcade with one
Jean-Paul Levesque.
Triple H. Which is a good match. That's a good little match. Those two at Starrcade.
Yeah.
Kind of glad I don't have the audio on for this. I don't know what the hell.
Oh, he's talking smack on Chris Jericho, who he just beat for the title. So I guess I should give you the not the translation, but the.
I could put the subtitles on, but I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel like it.
You haven't missed anything important. Not a lot of enlightening words from the wrestlers yet. You don't like me because I'm from Germany?
Alex Wright was like, what was he, like 20 at this point? He was so young.
Yeah, I'm foreign. You don't like me because I'm foreign. Yada, yada, yada. You know the gist. Oh, we're stupid, you say? Well, I don't like that at all.
How dare
I'm going to boo you. Yeah, he does look like he's going to do the Cesaro deal. Maybe it's a thing.
Could be.
It's a good-looking title. That's probably one of the better cruiserweight titles.
Alex Wright, please stop all that dancing. Well, you know it's over then. Who's he wrestling here? That's the other benefit. I have no music, so...
It's not familiar. Oh, we got...
What?
Oh, this isn't American males. No, we got no American males. He's just
American males. Single male.
No, he's just Scotty Briggs. He did have that music way too long though. After they broke up,
I think we brought this up or at least I brought it up while talking to you, but how crazy is it that Marcus Bagwell, had two of the most memorable themes in the history of pro wrestling with the American Males and Buff Daddy. Like, that's pretty good. For a guy that didn't do a lot, but the music, I think, is what, like, I can listen to those two songs over and over and over again.
That's how you spend your days, listening to American Males, just walking around.
Yep. Driving down the highway, listening to Buff Daddy.
Can't blame you.
That's right.
He's still got the American Males aesthetic, though, a little bit.
Yeah, he's got that. He's like half male stripper, and he's going against Alex Wright, who has less clothes on than he does. So, I mean, maybe they should have added him into the fold. Now, that being said, within a year, by Road Wild 98, you're going to see the Dancing Fools, Disco Inferno, Alex Wright with Tokyo Magnum as a little dancing team, and they face Public Enemy at Road Wild. That is a fun match.
Sounds like a barn burner.
There's like a double table spot where Rocco Rock, like, jumps. He like climbs up one of the trusses that's like over the set over the ring, and like dives onto them through two like stacked tables. It's pretty cool.
Oh shit!
The match isn't great, but the spot's pretty cool.
Sounds like a Public Enemy match. Is Scotty is he a cruiserweight? Do you think? I guess he could be.
He's like right on the cusp of it.
Did they have like a weight limit like established, or is it just like, you're kind of small?
It was ask Mike Tenay, he would know the weight limit, but I don't know if it was 205 yet. Like, I don't know if there was actually. Like, it was just like, you look like a cruiserweight. 225 probably sounds better, which is crazy.
Yeah. What we got here? What? That dance is infectious.
Grandstanding with that is incredible. Like that is the move. Like, if I'm a wrestler and I beat someone up, that's what I want to do to taunt them, because that is top tier heat, baby.
Someone needs to bring that dance back.
Oh my god,
that was gnarly.
Could you imagine if he won with that?
I thought he was.
I was like, I don't think Scotty Riggs ever won cruiserweight title, unless I'm mistaken. I missed this whole thing.
Is this a title match?
You're asking the guy who's watching this with no audio if the title's on the line. I have no idea. But that's the genius of it. Maybe it could shock me.
You don't know the entire lineage of the cruiserweight title? Disappointing.
I only know the entire lineage of the women's cruiserweight title, because there's only two champions.
Right. Do you know their names though?
Hell no. I know the
two Japanese ladies.
Yeah, and what was it? Akira Hokuto and then someone else.
Well, Hokuto was the first, I guess, heavyweight champion. Was she also a cruiserweight champion?
135.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I remember looking at it at one point. I didn't recognize the names. I know Mako Satomura was in that division.
Who?
Mako Satomura? You're not familiar? She was in WWE for a bit. She likes just mainly NXT UK.
Oh, okay.
She popped in for like one or two NXT proper matches, and I guess retired.
Gotcha. Well, that was the end of that.
No Scotty Riggs champion yet. Still holding out hope.
Commercial break, only 30 seconds though. That's good.
At least they time it on the actual commercials. At least it's not just like in the middle of the climax of a match. Not that there's any climax of a Scotty Riggs match, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Someone's climaxing. You know what I'm saying?
Wait till the main event of this show.
Oh, pal.
This is gonna be me at the end of the show.
Oh man.
There's goosebumps all over the.
I think I've only seen like little clips here and there of it, but like,
really,
I know the finish, but like the lead up to it, I'm not really familiar with how the match flows and
all right,
what happens.
Cool.
And,
I think we're in the second hour here of. We gotta unpause. I think I'm a little ahead of you now, though.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't realize it was such a quick one.
No,
we're down the ramp.
I'm lined up with the ticker here.
All right, all right. I'll let it kind of play a little bit and I'll hop in. I'm at 50-16, so I'll wait for you like two more
59, 50, 50-01. So do they have a third team for the third hour? Is the question.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know what they. I don't know what
Mark Madden or somebody, you know?
No, not yet. That's 2000.
Can't wait. Gino.
Is he hawking the hotline?
He's pandering to the Red Wings, who I guess just won the Stanley Cup.
Yep. God. Playing
Luger.
The Pens playing. Oh, there it is. There he is. The Penguins playing the Red Wings back-to-back Stanley Cups back in the day. Always. It made me hate the song Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, because every time Detroit would score a goal, they'd play that because it had South Detroit. So every goal, they'd play that. And I'm like, for the love of God, stop. Luckily, the Pens won the second year around. So,
yeah.
You know, it was worth it. But made me resent that song, which is unfortunate. I hear people like that song.
Big heat with Journey over there. What's up, Broadcast?
Hello, Governor.
I don't think they say that in Australia. I could be wrong, though.
Who said anything about Australia?
That's where Broadcast is from.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
You know, you're not familiar with the cast?
Dude, I am perpetually online, even though I make fun of people.
You know where everybody's from.
Even though I make fun of people that are perpetually online, sometimes I feel like I might be. And I see so many, like, I know it's like a joke where it's like, well, everybody's got a microphone, everybody's got a podcast. The longer you stay online, the more literally everybody does. So like, it is very difficult for me sometimes to keep up with this person. And I'm like, damn, like there's new people. Like I saw people. Yeah. I responded to someone today that showed ticket stubs from World War III, 97 and 98. And I'm like, never saw you before. Hello. Welcome to the fray. This is great. I need more people like this. So, you know. Okay, Luger always talks with his hands, so this is apropos. When he goes like this, making a point this, and he's talking like this, and he's doing this. This is the Kevin Nash.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Felt pretty unnecessary, but
I would be, if I was a wrestler, I would do all of it. I would do this. I'd be so like, all right, get ready to wrestle. All right.
You see,
I'm gonna talk to you like this.
The fact of the matter is, got some NWO.
These t-shirts are too tight too, Billy.
I'm pissed now.
Super Brawl Saturday?
I don't even know what it's called.
What's it called? This particular gear is the Chase version of the 6 action figure from the Monday Night Wars set. The one specifically that says Thug across it. That is the Chase variant, so it's harder to find, but it's out there. Which it's one of my favorite new sets they've come out with is the Monday Night Wars set. And it's only available at Walmart, so like it's very exclusive. Because we're in a 6 match, I'm gonna run down.
How dare you? We got a horseman coming out. If it's Mongo, you'll leave, right?
No. Oh boy.
Oh man.
The
aforementioned.
The dogs are in the pool area.
Chava was there earlier. It all ties together.
Oh God!
My goodness.
Oops. But I'm gonna look to see. I want to find. Let's see. I want to see every figure that they've announced for the Monday Night War set thus far, because there's so many characters that they've done, and I'm like, the longer this goes, I don't know how many more they can come up with because they've had so many great,
right.
Like unique pieces that they've done. Let's see where are we at here. All right.
So was he known as a thug? Like what is the meaning behind thug on
It
his
was
chest?
probably that. Remember, he had that camera for a while, and he was just like using that to be like a piece of shit. I don't know. That's what I can think. I don't know.
He's just a thug.
Yeah, that's all I can come up with, man. Benoit sold everything so well. You see that sign? K F and Fabe. Love smart fans in '97.
Ooh, God. He really does just have so much snap to everything.
Jesus. Benoit's crazy, man. He's just flying out. I'd hate to say what that move was.
Yeah, every time.
But
it's like, oh yeah,
he did hit that move, but damn.
Managed to save his head that time though. Doesn't always happen.
All right, so you're ready for these Monday Night War figures that have come out thus far?
Give it to me.
So there's always 4 figures, and it's just Monday Night War. So in theory, it's anything from 95 to 01, but I mean, I think anything in the Raw era counts.
Right.
Even though that's 2 years before Nitro, but 4 figures each.
I need to. Did you see that Bronco Buster he just did?
Yes, I did.
What? He hit his dick with his dick. All right, continue.
Hey, you can't. What are you gonna do? He's in the Tree of Woe. Not much else you could do here.
Okay.
Hell of a snap leg drop though. So the series would have 4 figures and a Build-A-Figure too. So the Build-A-Figures more or less something you could never probably sell on your own because it would just sit on the shelves. It'd be called a peg warmer. That's what the people in the figure business call it because they would just sit on there forever. Pause. So series 1 had Undertaker, Steve Austin, Scott Hall, but it from the debut where he came out in the denim, like he interrupted that match.
Right.
And then Hogan, like right after the NWO started, where he's just wearing all black. It was like the night after, or 2 weeks after. So it's no NWO shirt, just like very early Hogan.
Yeah.
The Build-A-Figure was puffy shirt Luger from Nitro's debut. So that's incredible. But you have to buy all 4 of those figures to get the pieces to make that figure. So it's like incentive to get. And some of these, some of the ones when I get to where they're at of like who they like build a figure, you know that they could never make them. Series 2 had a DX Triple H, fake Diesel. So Kane as Diesel, Rey Mysterio in his WCW debut, a figure I still need to get because I was at this show, but Kevin Nash from his Look at the Adjective play. So he's wearing like just a black shirt and a black cap. Yeah. They have that. And then the Build-A-Figure is referee Teddy Long.
Okay.
So that's interesting. Series 3, we got Harlem Heat they're in the black gear, but the chase is in blue, which is pretty cool because I like they'd always kind of go blue, red, and black.
Yeah.
Nation of Domination Rock, RVD from his Monday Night Raw debut to promote Barely Legal. Oh, here's Mongo. Oh my God.
Crowd is going ape shit.
And now Dean Malenko. Here's your Horseman battle.
Oh man.
You know? Sends him in.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh man.
What was going on?
Hey, I've seen worse boss man slams. Let me tell you.
I don't know if I have after that one, but damn. Mongo and Benoit standing in the ring, that's bittersweet, but crazy. 4 Horsemen turmoil, baby.
So maybe does Dean the eventually
commercial 15 seconds though.
I guess it's gonna be him and Jarrett versus the Horsemen at Road Wild.
Yeah. Guess you're gonna find out.
My God, I'm on the edge of my seat.
I can tell. And the commercial's over, and we got a outfit change for the Nitro girls. Second hour, new outfit.
Gotta admire the hustle.
That's right. And the Build-A-Figure for that third set was the Disciple. So you can, the more we go through here, you start getting great NWO B team picks.
Right.
Series 4, we've got Corporate Boss Man, Steve Austin with the outfit that he first stunned Vince with.
Oh. Yeah.
We're getting to this next guy later on in one of the series. So, but you can get Vincent for sure, which is great. This one also has Corporate Boss Man, like I said. Rap is Crap / NWO Kurt Hennig. So you get Kurt Hennig with the NWO shirt, but he also comes with a cowboy hat and guitar, so you could do both.
Thank goodness.
You also get DDP with light blue jeans, and then the Chase, which is his dark blue jeans, like Karl Malone tag team era.
Yeah.
And then the Build-A-Figure is Commissioner Shawn Michaels.
All these deep cuts.
I know. Dude, the latest stuff is out of this world. Series 5 has Razor Ramon, Lita, 6, and then that Thug is the Chase. Warrior from his Nitro debut, and then Build-A-Figure is NWO Dusty Rhodes.
Man. Highly sought out for.
Then they do like a greatest hits, which are all like re-releases of previous figures, but they all kind of fell into the line. So Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, and Bam Bam. But the Build-A-Figure is NWO Vincent. So this guy right now, you get to see it. They do another one, which is DDP, Bret Hart, the Ringmaster, and Ken Shamrock. But the Build-A-Figure is President Gorilla Monsoon. Kane, British Bulldog, Hardcore Hack.
Oh, okay.
Booker T, but it's singles Booker T. So black gear and white gear. That was like TV champion Booker T.
Yeah.
Build-A-Figure, Golga.
Fancy. So you can,
dude,
theoretically throw his head onto somebody else. Is that how that works?
What do you mean?
Like, is it like a Mr. Potato Head situation where the body parts are interchanged? Can you put like Golga's head on NWO Dusty Rhodes' body? Or how do Build-A-Figures work?
It's just all the pieces are for the one character. But to be fair, any of these figures, you could pop their heads off and put them on anything. Like people were taking Chelsea Green's head and putting it on the body of the Gobbledygooker because she was that one time. So like, you could do that at any point, but the Build-A-Figure specifically is all supposed to be uniform. But you could put anybody on any of these. But Golga by himself is crazy. And we're getting to one of my favorites coming up. But you got Albert, Jerry Lawler, Hollywood Hogan, NWO Great Muta with a Chase.
Oh, yeah.
2 different NWO Mutas. One is like NWO Muta. The other one is like Dark Carnival, like Vampiro Muta.
Right.
Yeah, there's DDP, People's Champion. The Build-A-Figure is NWO Ted DiBiase.
Okay.
And now we're down to the last 2 series that are more recent. American Badass Undertaker, Hart Foundation / Pillman's Got a Gun, Pillman, Eric Bischoff, and then my favorite, you get the Shark with the Chase being I Am Not a Fish, John Tenta, with half-shaved head. It couldn't have been more than a month of him doing that, and he had a match at Bash of the Beach 96, the Carson City Silver Dollar match, which is the pole match for Best 2 guys that are like 300 pounds to climb up. It was like a 40-foot pole. I know. And the Build-A-Figure was WWF commentator Michael Cole, like early Michael Cole.
Who asked for that?
Series 9 is the most recent. We've got The Rock again. That's a different Rock. Make a Difference Fatu. So that like month and a half run before he was ever Rikishi, but after the head shrinkers. Yeah. Wolfpack Luger, GI Bro. Booker T is GI Bro is crazy. And then Build-A-Figure is NWO Big Bubber.
Love it.
So that's where we're at with the main line. They've had 4 Ultimates, which have multiple hands, multiple heads, and it's like the best possible figure you could get. They've done Bret Hart Foundation and Piper and WCW with the reality check shirt, and that's great. And they also did Eddie Guerrero, heel cruiserweight champion, and Mankind as the Ultimates. But they've also done Luger, the one that I have, Kurt Angle, Big Papa Pump, Triple H, and Steve Austin. So they've touched on like 4 different John Tentas. Like we got a hack figure. Like they're so niche that I wonder the longer it goes, how many can we get? Now I know.
There's so many people though. I feel like
commercial 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Saturday. This is a WWE one at least. Saturday night's main event. That's exciting. With Goldberg. I wonder how that match is going to turn out. How do you think it's going to turn out? Think Goldberg's going to win? Or, Goldberg. Gunther.
No, I could see Seth cashing in mid-match and then pinning Goldberg, perhaps. That's probably how I would guess it would go.
Okay.
But who knows? I didn't think Goldberg would beat The Fiend. So
that was also 6 years ago. Commercial over. Now we get the Barbarian. So Ming is has been not announced, but he's got a Legends deal. So we still haven't seen Ming in any incarnation, like big hair, like fro hair, Dungeon of Doom Ming, glasses on, like Secret Service Ming. There's only so many more people, but they've touched on so many, and you're really getting a lot of NWO B team guys. So like they're really working, but I don't know how long they could go. But it's been.
You can get a Rage, a Chaos.
High voltage, maybe. They want to get signed.
On. Hard work, Bobby Walker.
Hey, there you go. You asked for him. Here he is.
There he is.
The big man.
With his staff. What a staff.
Staff's bigger than Vandenberg.
It's music. I know you're not hearing the music, but what a presentation.
Sounds good.
You talk about guys that could have been world champion that weren't.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't know who the fact that they're doing John Tent's shaved head, we're really.
I would say that's pretty iconic, though.
Yeah,
maybe for the wrong reasons, but
to morons.
Everybody knows Carson City Silver Dollar John Tenta. Come on now.
When I think of Bash the Beach '96, that's the only match.
That's what everybody thinks of.
Forget any other match that could have happened.
Nothing else happened of note.
Man, but Make a Difference Fatu, I don't even think I ever saw a match with that. I just saw him in a magazine dressed like that, don't do drugs.
He had a match with Triple H on In Your House that was actually pretty decent.
He made it in '95.
Yeah. I think that's when he debuted. It was because it was a while after Head Shrinkers that he debuted.
Because Head Shrinkers was '94. You might be.
Yeah,
I'm looking that up. That's crazy.
Because he was then the Sultan before Rikishi.
Oh, I know this. They've made a Sultan. That's the other thing. They've made so many now that that's what I'm more curious. What's next? Because we got San Diego Comic-Con coming up in 3 weeks, and they're gonna announce a lot more. However, I think what I would like to see more than these is a potential line of elites. I guess you could do legends because they did a legend where AJ Styles in WCW. It was literally a 3-week run, but they gave him a Nitro shirt and they could do it. But I'm waiting to see if they do a TNA side set because you could do Abyss, who's just now in the 2K game. You could do AJ Styles from TNA. Mm-hmm. You could do Bobby Roode. There's certain people that have been in TNA that you could absolutely
there's
run
a lot of people. Kurt Angle, Dudley's,
and throw a little logo showing what set it is, and I think you could have something there. So I'm hopeful that that's what they kind of do. But the Monday Night War thing, man, they're just pumping them out. So we got puffy shirt Luger. Come on, never thought we'd see that. Well,
the people think of Lex Luger,
I know. You're thinking of him at the Lex Express. I'm thinking of him in the puffy shirt. What the hell is he doing here?
Get that camera off him.
Get that camera off him. The main camera walking down your rampway with no security telling him to stop.
Man, I do not miss Eric Bischoff on commentary. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not great.
I do like it. This is the first time Wrath and Mortis are venturing out of the glacier sphere. I do like that.
Yeah, and I mean I like Barbarians. So these are two big Hoth guys going at
Yeah, I
it.
do like this matchup.
But yeah, they really the fact that the Kevin Nash figure from like I never would have guessed. It took me a while to realize that the Nitro I was actually at was somewhat significant when Kevin Nash makes that return, quote unquote. Let alone them immortalize that outfit, like because nothing else on the shows is worth. Yeah, nothing else on that show. What are they going to make a figure of me and with my dad holding me up? Like, come on. I've shared that photo thousands of times on Twitter. Coming up on 30 years, by the way, that next year. Ooh, that's crazy. Big power slam there.
I like that.
So yeah, I love what they're doing with their figure line. It's always interesting to see what's next. I wouldn't mind some Barbarian figures. I don't know who he's signed with. Oh, the Flying Nothing. Oh, good Lord, that had to have been tough to pick him up. And that's all she wrote.
When is I'm waiting for the Meltdown to debut.
Yeah, I don't know when that is.
Oh, Ming means business.
Ming is a badass. That's what I'm saying. Ming needs a figure. He just got into I think 2K or they oh no. I saw people reporting you could get like autographed stuff from him on WWE Shop. And they're like, well, yeah, he has a Legends deal. And I go, okay, where the hell is his... they'll do Haku, and that's great. Give me Ming. Ming was a badass to me. Like, he always was portrayed more of a severe threat.
Yeah.
Than
you don't
Haku
think
might have been.
2001 WWF big pants afro?
Yeah, with the fro.
Haku.
That was his last... He was that in late stage WCW fighting with Norman Smiley over the hardcore title. So, like, I would take that. But... like this era, Ming, we watched Great American Bash and that had that was that death match with Benoit.
Oh yeah, they had two death matches.
Yeah, so that give me something like that. I like him as Secret Service Ming though, with those big like the shades and he's wearing a suit. He kind of looks like he would just fit right in with the Bloodline.
I mean, him in New Japan, they kind of had like a mini Bloodline going with the Tongans. Him and
now they're all in WWE.
Yeah,
so everybody's just in WWE as a Bloodline.
Might as well just bring Haku in as a part of Solo's deal.
Two brothers with Rick and Scott. I don't know what the rest of the words are. Wait.
Who's that?
There's
That's Ted.
Yep.
What are we doing here? Everybody's got a price, I guess, huh?
No, I think he became their manager, and I'm not sure. You'll see it Road Wild. I'm not sure if there's a weird finish there.
Did he ever have like an exit from the NWO?
Detroit, so he probably got exiled for
I feel like reason. He just kind of maybe got attacked backstage and just kind of phased away, maybe.
Potentially. Man, Scott Steiner is months away from turning into Big Papa Pump.
He's crazy. In the middle of his werewolf transformation right now. Goatee, but still the singlet. Okay, maybe you'll explain it here.
I'm glad I'll get to hear it.
Read his lips. You can't see the forest within the trees. You gotta back up.
He's just as nonsensical as the Steiners would be in the promo. He fits right in.
It's not really saying anything. Somewhere away, I lost track. Got caught up flying in planes and riding limos. Every man pays a price for the choices they make.
That's
My
right.
goodness. So he's realized the error of his ways, I see. Okay. He's got to prove himself to the Steiners. He's going to help. He's going to start tearing down what he helped build in the NWO.
Oh, he built it. He funded it, but
He almost said World Wrestling Federation.
I want to say he did at some point. He did. Someone else said it, and it might have just been him in another promo, but
sounds like a Lex Luger occurrence.
See, maybe he did. Maybe Lex did it. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did at some point.
What? Yeah, because you're a better promo than Lex Luger, right?
I mean, who isn't?
T-shirts are too tight too, Kyle.
Are these titles small or are these guys just big?
They are big guys.
That's a big guy.
The title is giving me pseudo world title, like my favorite world title design. They're like the Ron Simmons Vader title. Giving me kind of flashbacks to that in a way.
We're bigger, we're better, we're champions.
How could you not be a fan of these guys? Like, how could you not be a fan of them just being like them just taunting? Like, they don't care. And that is more intriguing than like, we're tough wrestlers. We're going to out wrestle you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We're cooler than you and suck it. Like,
I think it's very interesting how separated, like they're already kind of doing the Wolfpack deal. Like, you don't really see these guys with Hogan a lot. Like, they're always in different segments.
Thank God. I'm glad that they kind of brand. Yeah. They had to. They can't. You're the NWO, but you can't just be. What is this? The AEW Trios division? Like, they can't just be a 3-person group the whole time, all the time. Like, sure, backstage promos, but like, yeah, they're tag champs. They should come out for their own segments like that. Separate.
Man, we need to bring back shirts tucked into blue jeans with boots. We need to bring that back. Somebody's got to get the ball rolling.
Well, you should check out what I'm going to be wearing at All In. Maybe not a tank top, but my shirts will be tucked into my jeans, partner.
Ooh.
That's right.
Come on now. There you go. World Championship Wrestling. He got it right.
Road Wild, another promo. You better buy the pay-per-view in 5 days because we're not getting a gate commercial. No commercial. Sorry.
Oh, all right.
It went black and then it kind of went. So I might. Am I good? No, I'll have another one here soon, so we're good.
Okay.
I got 5 more. Good. It was just the Nitro Girls. Another outfit change.
At least they're feels like the past couple dances they weren't really in sync. So it feels like they kind of they locked in for this one. So I appreciate that. Oh, now it's falling apart.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I think they just have a little bit of fun at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure. We'll call it on the ramp.
Right.
Hey, look, it's Tony the Tiger on the road.
Oh, it's great.
1-800-COLLECT. Can you name another collect call service?
Are there other ones? I thought this was the only one.
No, there's another one that branded with WCW that I can vividly remember.
No, I don't.
You might remember it whenever I say it, but
probably, yeah. I don't think I'll be able to pull
10-10-220.
Well, doesn't really sound familiar.
Nothing.
Because 1-800-COLLECT, I think WWF took that at some point.
Probably. Let's see. 10.
I think that's why that's familiar to me.
Wow, 10-10-220. That's crazy. I might be the only person to ever recall 10-10-220.
Can't say I ever made a collect call. Barely missed that era.
All right, who we got here?
Ultimo? No. It's like psychosis? Yes.
Yeah, with Mr. Selfie himself.
Digital camera.
No, that's disposable.
Or yeah, that's what I mean. I used a digital camera over the weekend, and it felt so
Oh,
foreign.
yeah?
Yeah. Didn't know what to do.
Well, I mean, sounds like you had a riveting weekend.
Oh, let me tell you.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I'll tell you what, Psycho's has got one of the best gears. It's like if Giant Gonzalez was good. And not Giant.
That's hard to imagine.
All right, B Team NWO. Who we
yeah.
got? Yes.
You say B Team, but when he went to the Wolfpack, he was like super over.
Oh no,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
We're revving up.
Oh la la. Well,
Feuding.
there's a sign. You know,
There we go.
the people like him. People like Conan. See if I have. I have the photo of him right here. All right, here's this for those of you playing at home. Here's my mom and Conan.
Hell yeah.
Back, it was
Love
probably that 96 show, but caught him outside the venue, and that was it. Oh, and I guess
That's awesome.
I could bring this up too, because we saw them, but
Oh, nice.
Public Enemy. It's just crazy.
Broken
Like
thumb. Johnny Grunge.
right? And he's still doing. I just like that it's just a table. There's no, there's nothing. It was literally just which is kind of apropos for those guys.
Yeah, it was probably their own table. They carried it in.
We probably broke it. Oh, we got a meet and greet with Public Enemy. Well, there's no guys.
Oh, thank God, we can finally use these tables for what
and
they were
just
used
come
for.
in like carrying the table and like, oh, this is it. Setting it up. These guys probably wrestled thousands of times.
Oh man,
Very
interesting heel versus heel match. I guess Psychosis is kind of fluid.
Well, yeah, you say that, yet I think Conan's probably more fluid than not, because the more people you add to the NWO, and I already brought that up, how the NWO is like super popular, even though they're bad guys. It's like how many other people can you bring in that people aren't going to love? Like at some point,
right?
Like Vincent, okay, no heat, but like Conan, it's like, how are you not going to like this guy? And then he'll ask you if you've listened to his podcast recently.
Right.
That was gnarly. Oh, Tequila Sunrise. Do you like that as a drink?
I do like a Tequila Sunrise. That is one of my go-tos.
It had been a while since I had I'd never had one before, but like I remember the name, and then someone like, oh, like they had one on the menu or something. I'm like, yeah, like literally based off of me only knowing that it was a finisher. But I'm like, I never had the opportunity to drink it.
Oh, it's an homage to Conan. Interesting.
Yeah. I was like, this is really good. And I don't like tequila, but I like a Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah. Jeans Rey Mysterio.
Maybe this will be the next Chase figure in the Monday Night Wars set.
With
Mysterio
the crutches.
Jeans with crutches. I'd like to see a Wolfpack Conan. I don't know if Conan's signed to anybody. Well, Wolfpack Conan would be badass.
Oh, come on.
He's the crutches the same height as him. Oh, wham!
Yeah, they are. Oh, God. By God. He rused them. Tell him, Ray.
See, Psychosis is his friend, so that he's a good guy. Next commercial break, I'm going to be using the facilities, so
the lavatory.
Let's see if I can make this happen quicker than I'd like. But I don't know when they're going to cut back to break. It'll be a race against time. I've had a 15-second, I've had a 30, I've had a 45, and I've had a 60 and a 9. I've had every. All right, 45 seconds. BRB.
Yeah. How's everybody doing out there? It's quite an episode of Nitro. It's a very interesting one. Definitely, I mean, this shit just kicks WWF's ass. I've said it before, but just good wrestling. Just good old family fun all throughout. You love to see it. Do you think he had to shit? I bet he did. Do you think he's trying to take a speed dump? Is the juice becoming loose? Know what I'm saying? Perhaps. Let me see if I have another timer here. It's going to go beyond 2 hours. Maybe I'll hold on here. Oh shit! Hold on. I goofed it. Hold on.
You know, I paused mine at 1:24:43. No, I was not taking a dump. And, we're back. I had my headset on the whole time, and I just muted my mic so I could hear everything.
Oh, I see.
That was the best part. That was the genius.
Good thing I didn't
slander me on the air.
Yeah. Or I'm gonna try to.
It's okay.
I got a longer. I
also
timer
refreshed
here.
my refrigerator.
Refreshment.
Here.
You refreshed your refreshment.
Yeah.
Hold on. We can see here. 24, 23. It's hard to like move it just a little bit. Might have to just revert back a little bit. All right, 24:34. That's where I'll hit play here. Make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, I'm wide shot for the arena, and
okay, I'm
this
pretty much
camera
synced
is
up with
like
this
camera
now.
looks like it's gonna be the Nitro girl. Nope, it's Glacier. I was like, what are we doing here? Oh, and
the cat. Somebody call his mama.
So I showed you a photo of my mom and with Conan, and then the other one was my mom and my aunt with the Public Enemy. My mom was like, she was never like uber into wrestling, but I think because my dad was so into it, and then, you know, when I was born, it never stopped, and like they went to shows, so I think she kind of kept into it. They absolutely were watching Nitro all the time, so she was kind of involved, but like probably stopped once WCW closed. Now I did too, but I got back into it. She didn't, but we can like reminisce about certain events that happened, and it's always WCW. Like she remembers like Zbyszko saying he threw Rey Mysterio like a dart. Yeah, certain things. She always vividly remembers when Ernest the Cat Miller was talking shit on Scott Norton, and Scott Norton comes back out of like the back, and he's like half shaven. He's like middle of shaving, and Scott Norton just like beats his ass because Ernest the Cat Miller was really like antagonistic. After this little run with the martial arts guys, that he became the Cat and really entertaining and funny, and like he really should have just been that instead of whatever this is. And he would just like pick on people and call people out. Then he called Scott Norton out, and Scott Norton is this mountain of a man, but he was just like half shaven. Like, I'm going to still beat this guy's ass. And that's just something she always remembered. So, here we got Silver King is very deep cut. That's someone I would like to see, a Scott Norton figure. Scott Norton is a badass.
Oh, yeah.
A hoss is hoss, if you will.
He's one of my, not a guilty pleasure, but he's just one of those low-key guys I've always loved.
Oh, yeah. He should have had a match against Sting at Slamboree 93, but didn't want to put Sting over. I don't know. I wasn't there, but that's what I read. And it ended up being none other than, do you know who Sting fought at that show?
Was it Vader?
No, he fought him at Slamboree 94. What about 93?
Cactus Jack?
Nope. This is way worse. So it was supposed to be Scott Norton. So AKA they had to find a replacement.
So someone like him?
No, just someone just someone replaced.
Max Payne.
So he was called the Prisoner Could you guess who it was?
Oh, is it Nails?
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah.
We could have had
he had a run
Sting
there.
and Scott Norton when Scott Norton was like peak New Japan in '93,
Fuck off.
and yet we get Nails for a one-off. It's awful.
What do we
We
call
could
him?
have had it.
He's kind of a prisoner. Oh, let's call him the prisoner.
Well, that's the same thing. That was May '93. By the end of '93, when they get Big Boss Man, they got away with calling him the Boss.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had to change that to the Guardian Angel. There's another deep cut. I'd like to see a Guardian Angel figure because we've gotten the Boss as a figure. They make him look like the Big Boss Man of like '99, but they just give him a WCW hat. Oh, the Boss. So,
Guardian Angel kind of had a low key good run for a little bit.
His run in '94 as the Boss / Guardian Angel was amazing because it was matches against Vader at Spring Stampede, at Bash at the Beach. Fall Brawl was Angel, Sting, Vader in that triangle match.
That's a good one.
So like bangers. And then by the end, he was like, I'm going back to my roots. I'm Big Bubba, aka Bubber. So. And they made a Big Bubba Rogers. I think it's like UWF / WCW, but they made it. That's what I love is Mattel. They just keep anybody you could think of. They probably have made it or they're on their way. They've done it with the Goon too. They made the Goon, which is crazy.
Goon.
The Goon. Yeah, very, very well emphasized, Kyle.
Thanks. I'm working on it. Still trying to figure out if I like the cat or not.
Watch WCW 99-2000. You'll like them a lot more. It's just so much more. This is like there's no character. He doesn't talk, or at least I don't think. It's just.
Well, my intro to him was what the fuck was that? My intro to him was WWE 2003 or whatever. So anything is better than that.
That's a little unfair.
This is already an improvement.
Right. So here was the match graphic that never came to fruition.
Ooh.
We were so close. Like that would have been practically Sting versus Vader in another way. Scott Norton's a little shorter, and they would have kicked the shit out of each other.
Is he short? How tall is Scott Norton? I was about to say because he looked short in that graphic.
Yeah, I
thought he was a big dude.
I bet he's not. I bet he's 6'1" or under. He can't be that tall.
He's 6'3".
6'3". Wow, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, 6'3", so kayfabe, he's probably 6'1".
Right. No, kayfabe, he's like 7 foot tall.
Add to it, yeah, right.
Vader is 6'5". So I guess shorter than Vader still.
People who know use Valvoline. I always talk about that too. No, I always remember Valvoline as the it was Mark Martin's car in NASCAR. I always remember
yeah.
It's like that, Eric Bischoff talks about it a lot where like we had Valvoline paying for our brakes, like we had Slim Jim for Halloween Havoc, like which in the Slim Jim deal paid for Randy Savage, like they never really had to pay him anything extra. And I'm like, they were rolling in just ads and like revenue where they didn't need to do much. And they also had unlimited money anyway, so they got whatever they wanted all the time. And yet they still fucked it up.
Didn't even need to have the logos on the mat.
No, Detroit is NWO country. I'm looking to meet Mr. Bischoff for the first time next month at a Comic-Con, which he doesn't normally do. I think I'm gonna wear my Great American Bash '96 shirt and say, "Hey, remember when you took that powerbomb off the stage? That was fun." And I might also have him sign my copy of Controversy Creates Cash that I've had signed by his son Garrett Bischoff for over 15 years.
Really? Was it like a TNA show?
It was a TNA, like it was Base Brawl, so it was at a local, like minor league. I guess they're not affiliated with a team, but they were minor league, whatever. And they had 3 straight years of shows outside at the ballpark. And Garrett Bischoff was one of the guys one year. And I'm like, well, whatever. Who cares? And he was like, oh, okay, and signed it. So how funny be funny if I go up to him like, hey, well, I've been waiting for this one. Your son signed it, but I kind of need you to sign it.
Hey, man. Now you're going to have both of them.
That's right. Adding $0 to the value.
You don't think the Garrett Bischoff signature holds any... Yeah. I keep thinking that's Dustin Rhodes in the front row behind Bischoff. Like in the center. The white shirt.
White shirt. Oh,
Like when it like blurs by really quickly when he's standing up.
It's like close. If you like look real quick, like, oh, it's Dustin Rhodes. So then you like look at him, you're like, he looks.
No,
more
if you
like,
look too long, it's like it's
looks
very
more like
clearly
David
not.
Flair,
Right? What you got to say, Bish?
Nah, I'm not going to hear it.
What's up, Scott George? How goes it, feller?
Yeah, shout out to anybody watching this, because I mean, this is last time we did a live watch along was that random WCW UK house show that was unearthed. Look, man, the WCW YouTube channel has only gotten better since then. They dropped Beach Blast 92 in its entirety today. They are going crazy. So who knows what we'll be able to watch as time goes on.
It's very interesting to watch Eric Bischoff like figure out how to be a heel.
Yeah, right.
Because he's so different than what he is in like Raw at 04 or whatever.
Well, and that was the best part was you get Eric Bischoff being told what to say by Vince, and you're also being a heel, which you're natural at. I loved him as the GM. Like, it was perfect because it was like this guy was quote unquote a GM in another world. Like, he was, he was a president, but you knew he was calling the shots. So now he's calling the shots, but he's kayfabe calling the shots as GM, and then set up the Elimination Chamber match. Like, I love that. He's like, I'm doing something immediately and made this crazy match that we still have to this day. I know it wasn't like his actual idea. But for him to introduce that, it was like, that's memorable. And now that match is every single year, and it's a huge, on the way to WrestleMania. So.
Right. Hard Cam's over here, JJ.
Holy shit.
Oh, he's like turning his back to him.
Look at him. He's turned. I'm not sure. I think he turned him on purpose. I don't think he knew the hard cam.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, people are pelting him.
They don't like they like the WCW like main guys, but not authority figures. They're all in on NWO. One of my most like engaged tweets ever was it last year when Bret Hart came in for a little segment, and he came in to talk to Wade Barrett, and Wade and you could tell that Bret was like, hey, where's the hard cam? And Wade was like, right over there, Bret. And it was like such a quick moment, but it was so like sweet that like this legend, like GOAT wrestler is like, hey, can you just tell me where the hard cam is so I don't botch this? And Wade going, hey, it's right there, man. And it like it was such a quick moment, but it like blew up. It still only got, I think, half or less than half of what you got for your what was it? For every like, I'll give a what was it? Match. What was a
match worse than Cena and Rhodes at WrestleMania?
Dude, that
you gotta have negativity. You need negativity in the comments, and that boom, skyrocket.
See, all mine have been like,
you're too good.
It was either like positive or, dude, I posted just spoilers of what happened on SmackDown because they taped it after Raw. I had 3 of them over 300,000 views, and it was just like, this is how SmackDown ended. And I'm like, why does anybody care about this? This is not supposed to.
It's never what you want to blow up.
Yeah, I want other stuff. Why can't my pod or like anything I do blow up? Not spoilers to a show that no one was gonna watch anyway. Insane. I'm like, yeah, because some people were mad, and I'm like, dude, if you're upset that you're not on 4th of July at night when fireworks are going off, if you're upset that you're not watching SmackDown, you might have other issues. I'm sorry about your luck, but It is what it is. That's a fourth promo for Road Wild. 15-second commercial pause.
I got you. I keep forgetting to pause this little deal over here. We're good. We're making it.
Well, you just had to have a separate timer to make it really official.
I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, man.
All right, we're back in. And I think we're starting the third hour. Cue the pyro.
There we go. All right, we're all synced up here. 52. Oh, man. They've infested the announce table.
This is Bobby Heenan's favorite segment so far. It's uncensored, Tony!
I got those Stevie Richards fits.
Who? Okay, so didn't one of these girls marry Shawn Michaels?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's
And
one of
then-
these ones, but yeah, definitely a Nitro girl.
See, Bobby Heenan's loving it. I can't hear the audio, but he's clearly thrilled.
Oh, he's busting a nut over there.
Oh, it's uncensored.
We're having a good time.
And then who? I swore the girl the girl sitting on the desk turned out to be someone, like a character, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's very possible.
And I mean, later on they'd get did Stacy Keibler, was she a part of the Nitro Girls, or was she just like a I know she was a fan, that she was literally in the crowd, legit.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh well, she's hot, let's bring her on.
Sometimes that's all
Oh.
it takes.
I have a feeling the People's Champion could be coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have the audio on, because I'd just be pissed.
I actually don't mind the dubbed music for DDP. Out of all of the dubbed songs, it's the least bad.
That or In the Ghetto.
Oh,
the New Jack song?
Yeah.
Did you see all that today? Where I guess in the 2K game, New Jack is DLC, and when he comes out, like, there's one thing where like the match will just keep going, and then there's another thing where the match will keep going and his song will play the whole time.
Yeah, I saw. And if it's a no DQ match, he comes out with a trash can, and you could use it as a weapon.
People were like,
so
"Is
sick.
it going to be Natural Born Killers or is it going to be
there's
in
no
the
way.
Ghetto?" And
There's
I'm
no
like,
way.
"There's no way they paid that. If it was AEW,
Well, even
it
just
would
like
be-
the
it would be
language
it.
involved too, like.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
you could
wouldn't
do the Natural Born Killers instrumental, and it would still be better than. You don't need
Yeah.
you don't need the lyrics, but
Yeah,
you
I
have
guess
to
just
pay
like
for
a
it.
loop of the they could do that.
But of all things like that AEW does right is paying for music, and I just wish WWE has the money. Pay, I don't know who they'd pay. Maybe it's Dave Grohl for a song that sounds similar to Come As You Are, but just pay for the DDP music rights, dude. It's so good. It's so much better than any other theme song, let alone the dub.
Right.
I don't know. It adds so much more, I think.
Well, you see, WWE's on fire right now. We just,
Did you see that
Budget
game in
cuts.
Saudi Arabia?
wow.
Budget cuts, right?
We're just getting DDP versus Flair just on the
Free
middle of the
TV,
Nitro?
baby. Well, starts the third hour. Get you
Well,
hook you in for the main event, as if we weren't hooked in already.
And I think this is the week. I think Raw started a week late or an hour late.
Oh, they
So
didn't care.
I
yeah.
guess. So I guess this is the point where they have to start competing with it. I don't know. No rib tape this week. Finally healthy.
It might be the first time in his history that he's been healthy for a match.
I'm
And
sure his ribs will get injured in this match somehow.
I think one of the Monday Night War figures absolutely has him in like that tape. That's
Of course.
that's the only way. I am stunned to see him without it, because he was always underdog with the tape.
Right. Very interesting card. This way, we've got heel versus heel, babyface versus babyface, random DDP Flair match.
Yeah, I mean, these
Those are just
two
stacking the deck.
would randomly lock up. Now, both of them were very pivotal in the was it DDP, Hogan, Flair, and Sting at Spring Stampede 99,
Yeah.
where DDP wins his first world title. So they, they've had some history, or at least down the line they'll have some history. But really not much else. Although, who was it? Is it DDP? And DDP has I gotta find it. It's a match with Flair. I don't know if it's Havoc 99.
Ooh.
Wow.
Gnarly powerbomb.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Nitro continues. Wow. The following announcement has been paid for.
We got
by
the
new
pins.
World Order. Buy the shirt.
Oh.
I can't hear him, so I don't know if they're saying it. It ain't gonna get there for 2 to 3 weeks. I love that. I love that. Again, they're just like being honest, but turning it into funny. How hard is that? And how could you not want that shirt seeing that commercial?
I mean, just from the shot alone, like how many NWO shirts are in frame right now?
It's Halloween Havoc 99, DDP versus Flair in a strap match. Because they keep talking about like Flair and Kimberly and all this. There's a whole bunch of sexual innuendo. Shocker with Flair.
Space Mountain.
Oldest ride, longest line. So they do kind of reconnect as the years progress. So interesting to see them here in the hottest year in the history of professional wrestling, 97.
So Perfect is cheering for Flair. So is he officially Horseman? Or is he just luring us into a false sense of
okay, so again, spoiler alert, Fall Brawl's when it all breaks down. But
no, I'm sorry. Perfect and DDP are feuding. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So at some point, because not just any spot, my spot. And Arn gives his spot to Perfect, and
right.
That's how that goes. But I think those two have a match at Road Wild. I kind of want to watch Road Wild. Seeing all this hype for the show.
Yeah.
Again, this is the go home show. 5 days before, you'd think you didn't have that, considering there's a world title match with the same two guys happening 5 days before they do it again on pay-per-view. But it was literally to show. It's the only image of Luger wearing the big gold is his entrance at Road Wild. It's very bizarre. Like the only time you see it.
I mean, he was in one of those videos I do, like the what ifs, when I have like the renders on the bottom, and I was trying to find a picture of Luger with the world title, and there literally is no other still image of him holding that title.
The big gold, yeah. The other one he did hold.
Yeah.
And yet that also kind of dealt with Flair. It was Great American Bash 91. We want Flair, and it was Wyndham versus Luger, and they had like a Florida tag title or something that they just was world title, because they didn't have a new title yet. Yeah. And Luger not only wins that, but then they have to give him the title that's my favorite design, that he loses to Sting. Sting loses to Vader, Ron Simmons, all those guys. So that's how that all turned out. But you see him with that, and one night with the big gold. It's very bizarre.
Right. Figure 4. Ropes are there, Paige. There you go. You got it. Yeah, I'm looking at the Road Wild card right now. Looks like a pretty tasty show. Harlem Heat versus Vicious and Delicious.
Yeah, Norton and Bagwell. I brought them up a couple times. Look at them.
Conan, Rey Mysterio. We got Alex Wright versus Jericho for the Cruiserweight title. Six versus Flair. DDP versus Hennig. Randy Savage versus the Giant. Outsiders versus Steiners. Luger, Hogan. Pretty I like it.
Pretty good.
Well, it says the attendance was 6,500, but I mean, isn't it like
Where?
100,000?
At Sturgis?
At Sturgis, yeah.
Maybe like literally around the ring that they could count, but there was there's no cap. Anybody that you could have just been there.
Yeah. Well, I remember from the first one, they were like, "Oh, there's 100,000 people watching this match,"
which is funny because the year prior at Bash of the Beach '95 on the beach, they were like, "It's 100,000 people."
Yeah.
Like it was a lot, but it wasn't that many. And then Hog Wild, like, and how many people of those 100,000 were throwing quarters at Harlem Heat?
Right. Yeah.
So luckily, as time moved on, they, maybe wised up a little bit, but
that was a fantastic spot right there. DDP
that
countering his interference with a small package.
If that was on pay-per-view, they would have counted the pin.
Right.
For a guy that wasn't in the match.
Man, I was expecting just like a smodgy, like Perfect gets in the match right away and it's over. But they're having a pretty good match right here.
He pulled out something.
Oh, the pancake.
Shit. The neutralizer, the Styles Clash. Kind of. Oh, bang. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, no, not his white knucks. Interesting.
Man, Hennig sells like a fucking maniac.
Oh, he's the best.
Is anybody gonna help poor DDP? Uh-oh. Wham!
Don't need no help. He just needs the people. He needs the people's help.
He needs the tape.
Yeah.
Gives him super strength.
It's like a Jim Duggan deal, right? Gives him superpowers when he wraps it around his hand.
When he just he's just wrapping around and boom! Another promo for Road Wild. Look, I was hooked in. I would have bought the pay-per-view regardless, but
right.
I don't know how much just showing motorcycles is promoting the show.
Well, I like motorcycles. Gotcha.
It's motorcycles, Tony.
What a time. How many years did they do Hog Wild?
Hog Wild was 96, Road Wild was 97, 98, and 99.
Okay. So it must
2000
have been a success.
2000's August pay-per-view was, do you know it offhand? And by the way, this is all just in my head. I have no other reason to live other than knowing WCW knowledge, so that's why I have no notes for this show, but I can rattle off everything.
I have no idea.
Was this Viano 4 and 5? We're back, by the way. We just got back, yeah. It is Viano 4.
Hell yeah. What's your favorite Viano?
I'm partial to 4. Only because my tiebreaker with anything, there's 3 people with a Mexican flag. They're probably thrilled to see this match. I can't believe it. The first thing that came to my mind when you said which is better, 4 or 5, is Halloween, my favorite horror franchise. 4 is the best of the sequels. So there you go. I'll take 4. Yeah. What was the August 2000 WCW pay-per-view?
It wouldn't have been Bash at the Beach, right?
Nope, that was July.
It's July.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
It was New Blood Rising, which happened in
Of
Canada,
course.
and Lance Storm was like 15-time champion going into that show, so he's
Right.
super over. It's a very unique show, and it has one of the worst / greatest gimmick matches of all time.
Was that Judy Bagwell on a pole or on a forklift?
Judy Bagwell on a forklift with a
Hell
surprise run-in by former world champion David Arquette. So that's a hell of a show. Can't wait for you to get to that in the timeline. If I can sign up for that one, I think I might sign up for that one.
I mean,
Although I don't know, 2000. If I had to sign up for a show in 2000, I like Sold Out a lot. Super Brawl's like nothing. Yeah, because it's got Sold Out 2000. It's got Sid and Benoit, but it's got Buff Bagwell and DDP in a great last man standing match, and Terry Funk versus Kevin Nash in a hardcore match, which is badass.
that just sounds fun.
Super Brawl kind of sucks, although it's got Flair and Funk in an I Quit match, which is cool, or a death match, one of the two. Uncensored sucks. Spring Stampede sucks. Slamboree 2000 is fun. That's the triple cage. I'd be interested in doing that.
Yeah.
But everything else is really just not. Well, Bash of the Beach. It's got the companies in the damn shape that it's in because of bullshit like this. But everything else really sucks. But can't look too far ahead. I know I'm on deck for Fall Brawl 97, so I will patiently wait for that. And I'll have to bring the shirt out for that one. I got the shirt for that event.
Do you know? You got a lot of the shirts.
Everything from 97 to the end I have, pay-per-view wise. 96,
Gotcha.
I still need Starrcade. And then there's 10 total I need from 90 to 96 to complete it all. But they're really tough to find. Or they're uber expensive, and I don't have that money.
They're somewhere, I'm sure.
I know they're out there, but I'm not willing to spend, $400-500.
Mm-hmm.
If it was the last shirt I needed, maybe.
Right.
I got 10 left. I've spent enough already. I'll wait and see if I can get a deal.
Oh. Is that Atlantis on the apron?
No, isn't it
Hector's partner?
Hector Garza? And no, it's Lizmark Jr.
Lizmark Jr. That's who it is.
Every time I hear Lizmark, I think of the printer.
What? Is there a Lizmark printer?
Isn't there a company? Is it Lexmark? What is it?
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah,
Isn't that what that is?
I think of when DX impersonated the Nation. And it was Mizark Henry.
Mizark Henry. That's so good.
Mizark.
Oh man,
that's what we need to figures of. Blackface Triple H. Good times.
Yeah, great times.
Not on the cock.
No, of course. Why would they show?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, we're just having fun, right?
They got WrestleMania 6 on there though. With half and half Piper.
Dude, I thought they took that off.
Haven't watched it, to be honest with you.
I think they might have taken that off. I think I remember
the whole
seeing
match?
Something about that. I haven't gone back and checked, but I remember that was like a thing online for a while.
Didn't you just post that though? That's why I thought about it.
Oh, I mean, it's on the internet. It's on Google, but
no. I know that. I know that, but I'm saying that I only could even reference it so quickly because you just post that as like was it your favorite face paint or something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Uh-oh. Tony Schiavone. It's Lucha Libre rules. Anybody can tag in or not, don't have to tag.
It's Lucha Libre, Tony.
It's uncensored.
Oh, you love to see it. Twin magic from the Vianos.
Those dastardly Vianos.
Wow.
I mean, they don't look particularly alike, other than their attire. But I guess with all this motion, yeah, you can't really tell.
Well, you can because they have the Roman numerals on their.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they're moving so fast. You see, look, this guy's twice as big as. Whatever. Is this the Headhunters?
That's a sick move by Lismar. God, I think I might have missed that. That like corkscrew, not corkscrew. Is it corkscrew? Plancha?
Oh, by Garza.
Oh, that was Garza. Yeah, Lismar's got the mask.
That was like
his Inkjet Jr.
They bill it as like his finisher to the outside.
Well, you can't pin the guy on the outside. It's not a false count anyway.
Well, that's why Hector Garza was never world champion. You know what I'm saying? Not in WCW.
I think that Viano 4 and 5, their only like taunt should have just been this. So they should have done 4 Horsemen or Vader to be like, this is who we are.
Well, they should have pulled in Viano 4 into the 4 Horsemen. I mean,
Viano 4 Horsemen. That's a before and after Jeopardy clue.
What do we got, Gene?
I think if we have a promo segment, I'm gonna hit the facilities again. That'd be great. But I want to see who it is first. Oh, JJ Dillon. All right, BRB.
How dare you? What's JJ got to say? He's got papers. He means business. Talking about Sting. Got an update on the Stinger. Do we, JJ? What do those papers say? JJ's still yammering.
Shockingly, I miss nothing.
So with Sting didn't trust us.
Yeah, what are we doing here? What? It's August. Like they.
Does he not have a match until Starrcade?
He doesn't wrestle from the night after Fall Brawl until Starrcade. No. It's a long ass time. Fall Brawl happens, and he only comes out to beat up fake Sting and prove that he was really on WCW's side. And the next night, he does that free agent promo, turns his back to the camera, on purpose, unlike JJ Dillon, idiot. And then he's like, yeah, the only thing for sure about Sting is that nothing's for sure.
Right.
And now here we are. We got some activity going on. Damn it, Lee.
God damn it.
You ruined it. Yeah, you ruined it.
God damn it, you ruined it. All right, he's got a contract.
Oh! He's fucking comes out of nowhere, dude. Give me that next. Although that's the thing. He's with AEW, so like AEW can make figures, but they're limited. Like they can make Blade Runner Sting because it's not WCW.
Yeah.
But they can't, or they could do like a New Japan look, but it's not like they can't really make his signature looks. Give me Sting, but with like the harness. They'll never do that in WWE because the harness thing. They'll never do that. Jesus. But it's so he's so badass here. How could you mess this up?
Yeah.
You know what the kids say?
They fumbled it. Oh.
Well, yeah, they did fumble. They absolutely fumbled it. But yeah, aura. That's what this is.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say anything. Or if you're a fan of SpongeBob, I'll bring this quote out. He's just standing there, menacingly. Get out of there, SpongeBob. Oh shit.
Mamacita.
Oh, I know. And was that the best part of the match?
Probably, right? What a choice. This is a contract to wrestle again. Oh, it's a contract to face Kurt Hennig. Interesting.
Oh, well, he ain't gonna.
Is he gonna hit the contract with a bat?
No, but I'll give you another. I'll give you another SpongeBob quote. That'd been funny if JJ Dillon was like, "That wasn't a copy of the peace treaty. That was that wasn't that wasn't the contract. That was a copy of the contract." You do have to wrestle Kurt Hennig. Sorry, Sting.
I can't believe that. Gene says.
Is he just gonna rappel back up?
I hope so. World Championship Wrestling needs you, Sting.
There it is. That's crazy. So he knew someone up top. Hey, Brick, throw the hook down. I got it. And then they don't show him hooking it up, even though he telegraphed it. But fuck it. Unless he's not going back up, I don't. They brought the hook down.
I hope he just goes up slowly and sadly.
He does. He goes up the ramp. I don't know why they brought the hook back down. Maybe it botched. That's a shame.
Interesting.
Yeah, the
like
rappel,
fumbling with the harness.
Have,
maybe something.
They have
messed
that.
Up.
Well, I thought he was gonna. Well, he was fumbling with it because I thought he was gonna bring it back out to hook it back up to get back.
Yeah,
up
that's what
there.
I thought too. Yeah.
And then he doesn't use it. They cut to the wide shot. You can see the line hanging there.
Pulling it back up.
Well, now they are. Yeah, but
yeah.
45-second commercial. Pause.
Gotcha.
I know you were like.
We need like a bell. Pause bell. I was locked in. I was looking at the hook.
Well, you have all those other quirky, what's it called? Sound effects. Jesus.
That's gonna love. Gotta love it. The people love it. The people love the horns. They come for the horns.
Do they?
Oh, they go for the horns, I guess.
LOL. Pause. All right, we're back.
Boom.
Stevie Richards plus Nitro shirt.
I think he might be a bit in front of me. I'm where the timestamp is.
2:04:37.
Oh, it's not actually Stevie Richards. I thought like Stevie Richards.
No.
I see. You were doing a thing. You were being a comedian over there.
To quote MJF, "You fucking mark." Oh, it's time. Buff Thin. Let's go.
Buff. This is the real Buff Daddy, right?
50 grand a show? Fuck yeah, he's Buff Daddy.
50 grand every time somebody says ready to rumble.
Oh, could you imagine? Why wouldn't you? Like, I know people hate him, but like, how could you not take that deal? He has the best gig. Clash of Champions. Nitro. Not a pay-per-view. Just Nitro. Here you go. Here's 50K. All right. I guess I'll do it.
We're in black and white.
Oh, baby.
Rack 'em.
Let's go. Look at the vascularity.
Yes! Yes! That WrestleMania 10 entrance. Vince just losing his mind.
Now, for context, this is the same building that 4 years earlier, Lex Luger fought Yokozuna, SummerSlam 93, and he won all right, but it was
I didn't realize it was the same
count
building.
out.
That's
The Palace at Auburn
fantastic.
Hills. Yeah, dude. It is so poetic. It's amazing that he doesn't win the title when he should have won the title to culminate that in this building. 4 years later, he's with the competitor, and he ends up making arguably the biggest star in the history of pro wrestling tap out on free TV in the same building to win the world title. Like, it is such a stark contrast of how WCW treated certain things. And they were like, look, let's just do it. Like, I think they was it right not right before the show or right, but they were like, you're gonna win. Like they told him like pretty soon. They're like, all right, yeah, you're gonna win by racking him. Like, all right, because they're like, let's do something different. It's the 100th episode, and they didn't care. Of course, they were gonna give it back to Hogan for Road Wild, whatever. But let's have this moment. And damn it, is it like you can tell that it was worth the moment because we're doing this now. Like the Goldberg thing is one thing because he didn't lose it right after, and that was a moment of like, let's get this cooking, right? But this is like, well, no one's gonna expect this. Let's do it.
Made Nitro must see. Anything can happen.
Nitro starts off September 4th, 95, and Luger shows up out of nowhere. Recently defected from WWF.
Trash already getting thrown at him. That's
almost 2 years later to the day, August 4th, 97, a month out from being exactly 2 years, and he's on the 100th episode, prime spot against Hogan, who, he came in to go against Hogan initially. And
they had a face off that first episode.
Yeah, and it's just epic, man. The fact that, and I'm pretty sure Luger won this opportunity by winning that weird tag match
Harlem
at
Heat.
Spring Stampede. It was him and the Giant versus Harlem Heat.
Yep.
So I mean that is April, and now we're in August, and we're pulling that off. But I mean, May there was that epic 6-man with Kevin Green and Flair and the NWO. June was Bash at the Beach? Or no, Great American Bash 97, where you had like DDP and Savage. Bash at the Beach, you had Rodman and Hogan versus Luger and the Giant. So Luger got to rack Rodman, he got to rack Hogan. Right. A little bit of hype, and now you're here in August. And you get these, they're going to tangle up again at Road Wild 5 days from this. But I mean, this is so epic. Yeah, exactly. To see where they all this started and where they're turning out. Like Luger was supposed to be the next Hogan, and they didn't give him the title ever in WWF. And the same building, and it's going to happen against the guy who he was supposed to replace. Is so poetic. It's crazy. And, he's a guy from Chicago, and I know this is Detroit, but, I mean, it's close. It's a hometown crowd, I'd say. Luger definitely gets a lot of cheers here.
Right. I mean, Luger gets cheers wherever he is at this point.
For sure.
People love the rack.
Yeah, well, how could you not,
That and the Diamond Cutter. Two of the most over things in wrestling.
For sure.
I mean, this does feel like just 2 stars. It's crazy it took them this long. Because, I mean, they've had interactions.
This should have happened before.
Like, I think it was like the Halloween Havoc 95 where, like, Luger kind of joined the dungeon for a second and racked Hogan. I was watching. I was like, this feels like it should be a bigger deal. But it doesn't feel like a big deal that we finally got here.
It sounds like a bigger deal because you think, okay, Luger turned heel. Shouldn't it be Luger versus Hogan at the next show? Yeah. But the next show was World War III, where the title's up for grabs, and who knows? And like it just never was acknowledged. Right. And Luger was never really in the main event picture until right before the NWO started. He got a shot at Great American Bash against Giant, and that was it. Yeah. And then NWO becomes a thing in the next month, he's a part of that. Of course, he's on the 3-person team with Savage and Sting, but kind of out of the loop. He hadn't had a world title opportunity before that match since, like I said, 92, like Super Brawl 2, when he was last in the company. So it's been a long time coming, and yet people are still behind him. I mean, they're into Hogan too, but it is weird. I don't know if I've ever noticed that Hogan didn't really have that goatee at all. This is weird, like jarring. 93 Hogan. Like he's like, or like early 94, like when WCW Hogan.
Right.
I love those camera angles where guy kind of like gets up top as they were outside. Yeah. It's just a little nuance to it, but I love that. It's your standard match, Hogan's beating him down. Now, like I said earlier, that we're doing this show 27 years after Goldberg wins, and they have similar match. Goldberg gets beaten down. He gets beaten with the weight belt, but that's different because it's Goldberg, for God's sake. But it all leads to the crescendo, and we're not there yet. We have no interference yet, but there's no weight belt. It's more of a.
Wait, you're telling me it's not going to just be a clean match between two athletes? A good competitive contest?
Not when the NWO is involved, brother. That doesn't work for him, brother.
I'm surprised they've made it this long with nobody popping out.
Oh, we'll get there. Body slam.
Just like he slammed the Giant in front of 200,000 people.
Thought it was 300.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Goofy boots with his face on them.
Man, Luger's selling is just great. Wow. And I had the volume off, and I just know how he sounds.
You still heard it.
There we go. Hogan doing some bumping. All right.
My goodness. This is good old-fashioned just fire and good selling. And then the eye poke.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Hogan just works so well as a heel. Obviously, the Hulkamania was, it was what it was.
Well,
but
yeah, I always tell people he's the greatest babyface and heel of all time. He knew how to work both the best ways. Pause. 15 seconds.
I need more hands to pause all these things. 15-second ad. What are they?
I know.
What are they shocking at you?
We are back. It's already over.
Damn. Oh, dreaded bear hug we missed during the commercial.
Uh-oh. Kick out. Oh, man. Randy Anderson, too. So many people on the show, it's like they're already gone. It's very upsetting. But, I mean, the longer you go. Belly to back suplex by Hogan. That's a little... Couldn't really
see Hogan do suplex just feels wrong.
Hogan doing anything other than like an eye rake or a leg drop or the big boot or taunting. Man, Luger's gear is so simple, but it like didn't matter. It worked for him.
Yeah. Because it makes him like notice
it's him you're focusing on. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you're talking about Hogan's stupid face on his boots.
Right.
I don't know what Luger's just got white boots on. He didn't give a shit.
Oh, I think Hogan's tan looks pretty good. personally.
I told you, it's the hot dog, man. He dark as hell. He's rolling around on that 7-Eleven hot dog roller.
When you see these people nowadays coming out orange,
MJF.
splotchy and orange.
MJF and Adam Cole are the worst. I cannot believe that
Yeah.
they just do it all the way. Like, I'd rather you look ridiculous than look spotty. That looks way worse and stupid. You look like an idiot. You'll look stupid with full.
Get a little skin cancer. Who cares?
Maybe hold off on that.
Just a little bit.
Just spray on all the way. If you're gonna spray tan, just do it. Go crazy. Big boot. He's never won with just a big boot, so there's the kick out.
Yeah, what a choice. He's desperate.
He is desperate. He's trying to get this match over because he knows he has to face him again in 5 days. And another one. Oh, boy. He's beating 1 million people with this. Bang! That should be it. 1, 2. Oh, my God. He kicked out.
Nobody kicks out of that.
Oh, and he missed the second one. Uh-oh. I see trash thrown in the ring. The people are looking. Someone's coming out, but Luger's getting hot. Clothesline. Paul's in. He's down. I didn't even see him come in. Nash is in, and he's already out. Savage is there.
Oh, man. The air horns.
He's out.
Oh, my God. One after the other.
Bang. It's the steel plate in the forearm. Savage is gone again. Nash is gone. He was only there for a second. Come on. Let's do it. Rack his ass.
Oh, my goodness. No way. They're standing in Detroit.
They're standing in Detroit. Luger won the title. Luger won the title.
Woo! Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Man. That's
Popcorn
electric.
buckets in the ring. Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Look at that. They literally, you say, I know there was the line, standing in Detroit, but they are unglued for this. And this is the best. Is that, there's referees, there's Rey Mysterio. It's everybody that's a part of the roster is just like, thank God this bullshit is over.
Prince Ikea made his way in there. Thank God.
Even for 5 days, this is such a relief that, God, this bullshit is over. And it's one of our guys, a guy that earned this. He deserved this. And even if you're not a mark like me, you know, he was at the same building 4 years ago, same month, should have won the title, and it didn't happen. And here's somehow a redemption in the same damn building on the biggest show. Here you go, do it. Let's make this happen. And they pull the trigger.
Nick Patrick throwing high fives in the background. Love to see it.
Kudos to WCW for saying, even if they didn't know it was the same building, who knows where they were with all that. But it's just let's make this a moment that people, there's no way you can forget this. Let's do something Nitro 100. How can they forget this? They start off with Nitro being you have to tune in. You never know what you're going to see. Luger shows up. And now it's well, the world title's on the line. You never know what's going to happen. And I think the world title might have switched hands once on Nitro before this, but not Hollywood Hogan dropping it clean.
I don't know if Hogan has lost in WCW yet. Because he lost the title in World War III, which I guess is technically a loss.
He lost to Arn Anderson on an episode of Nitro, but it was DQ or something. Right. Never like this. Never like this.
Never a pinfall submission deal. Straight up.
And I think we got 5 minutes left. I think we're going to get to see that infamous pink towel that is immortalized forever in the Monday Night Wars. See if I can pull that up real quick. I don't know what they're talking about.
They're going back. They're about to cut the backstage.
Oh, okay.
Basically, he's setting that up. WCW is at its strongest point as of the NWO forming. They're sweaty. They're all worked up.
Well, how could you not be? Oh,
Brain's
man,
excited. Of course he is.
That's a hell of a cloth sign back there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here it is. There's the paint thinner. There's the rag. And they do the Luger, Luger, Luger. Yes, Ray with the little bucket of ice back there.
Oh, man.
There's that pink. There's that pink rag as I show you. This is how they sold the figure. Both titles, three heads, the pink rag. They're cleaning off the title. The attention to detail is unbelievable. They're literally pouring champagne in his eye. Like, Jesus Christ.
Is that Mongo giving a polite clap in the background? Glacier's there.
Glacier's there. The cat's there.
What a cast
the Giant
of characters.
Is polishing off this title. Hogan's pissed. Don't worry. You got Road Wild in 5 days. Vincent's back
brother.
there. Hey, there's a briefcase back there. Do you think it holds the AEW title?
I think that's Mongo's Halliburton, actually.
How'd it get in the NWO locker room?
Maybe he's part of the NWO. Maybe that's an Easter egg.
That's funny. He never was a part of it. I would have assumed, just like kind of hearing about the NWO being for as long as they would. Oh yeah, Mongo was a part of it. He never was. Boy, I don't know how Hogan can ever recover with 5 days of not being champion.
Yeah. If only he had a rematch coming up very eminently.
Yeah, if only he literally had a built-in rematch with no gate. It was just free to everybody other than pay-per-view. Man, how could you be on the announce team and not feel like, wow, we just did that? Like,
you could tell like Tony's like face when he's like when other guys are talking, he's like, yeah, that shit was.
And then they're cutting to the replay here. Man, Randy Anderson sells the shit out of it. His eyes are big; they're bulging out of his head. He doesn't want Hogan to knock into him, and then he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it! Ring the bell!" And it happened so quick. Like there was no this. You build up drama with a submission, but when it's all happening kind of like at once, I like that it was just like, oh my god, oh he's got him up. I can't believe it's in there. Ring the bell! Like it was all just a whirlwind. And there's that damn pink cloth again. What a moment for WCW, man. How could you watch this show and go, you know what? What's Raw doing?
Let's go check out the Rockabilly.
Like, no way in hell are you watching that show, seeing it go off the air like it did, and go, wow, I hope Raw was exciting. I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
It was just they'll get there eventually with Austin and Vince, but man, yeah, you can't touch WCW right now. That's insane.
Yeah, they'll get to that Austin stunning Vince, I think, in December of the same year. So WCW's riding high for a few more months at least.
And this was the night after Austin broke his neck, so they're especially running high right now.
It's right. So. It's right after SummerSlam '97. What a man! If you're a fan of both, and you saw one of the greatest booked main events ever with Brett and Taker, and then you get this, it's like, wow.
ECW's killing it too.
ECW's going crazy. It kind of makes you feel like now, where it's like, well, this weekend we've got All In Saturday Night's main event and an all women show. It's like just everything's happening all the time.
What a time! What a time! It's a pretty juicy time, juicy with content. Some may say. Appreciate you hopping on here. It was a fun time doing this. We'll have to do what's another milestone for WCW? Like 97.
Doing 97.
Maybe if they drop, maybe if the YouTube drops like something fun, like Unseen or something.
So I would say, yeah, something WCW related on the YouTube channel, I would wager is next. Outside of that, I know we're doing Fall Brawl, and another Nitro I would watch live with you would be July 6th, 98. Goldberg winning the title of the Georgia Dome. I'd be interested in
Yeah.
that. So that's probably the next big one outside of anything that the YouTube channel uploads, and who knows what they're doing. I like to talk to that guy.
Get on the team. Give him the what's up.
I just like every day. It's like 10 a.m. They're going to drop something, and they just put random stuff up. It's great.
Well, where can everybody find you, listen to you, put their straw inside you, and suck out all your juices?
Oh, right here, baby. Right here. Right here. On X, Twitter, Juicy Steen. Go to the juice box. You can hit the QR.
Ooh.
Find the pod if it
Come on now.
There, you know, so
hold on. Let me see if this works. Let's test it. Let's test it. Oh yeah. Oh, boom. Apple.co. Let's see. Is it your podcast that brings me to? Sure is, pal.
You'll love to see it.
That's fun. I might steal that.
Yeah. So the juice box, you should do it. Promote yourself any way you can. Until you got backing, you got to do it all yourself. So that's what we're doing here at the juice box.
Sir.
We have new episodes every week, whether it's me by myself or we've got the Main Event Maniacs guys coming in to throw an episode in. Either way, you're going to get an episode every single week. But this week specifically, you're probably going to get a Saturday night's main event preview. You might get an Evolution preview, and you're going to get damn sure some sort of content from yours truly as I make my way to Dallas, Texas for All In, baby. So It's going to be a big one. Check it out at Juicy Steen on Twitter.
I'll be looking for you in the crowd with
we'll see.
Whatever you're wearing, jeans tucked in or shirt tucked in the jeans. Green hat.
So that's the thing. It's absolutely a cowboy fit, but the only thing that's not going to be cowboy is my hat because one, cowboy hats will block everybody, and I don't want to piss anybody off. Two, that's been my gimmick forever is this damn green hat. So and this is my old one. This is my second generation. I got a third generation new hat specifically for this event. So check out the Newport hat, and I'm sure there'll be a fit posted, whether it's IG, Twitter, both, whenever that happens. So be on the lookout for how ridiculous I look.
Well, I'll put on my green hat, a little Bobby Labonte action.
Bobby Labonte, Interstate Batteries, baby. Let's go. Look at you. I like Terry Labonte, though, too. 2001 NASCAR champion. 2001 was
Winston Cup Series champion, Bobby Labonte.
Yeah. Man, look at you. I didn't know you were a big NASCAR guy. Are you a NASCAR guy?
I was back in the day, back like in this era. Like,
dude,
early 2000s.
Give me 1 second.
Please.
I gotta tell you something.
Appreciate you, Scott George. Appreciate you, Getcho. Sorry I missed you guys. Appreciate everybody joining, by the way, throughout the show. It was a hoot. Appreciate everybody watching after the fact as well. What's he got? Oh boy, I'm scared.
All right. So, full disclosure, the last few weeks, I have been just ensconced with going down the rabbit hole of old school NASCAR crashes. And just NASCAR in general, my parents, they love NASCAR. And I think my dad went to the All-Star race in the late 80s. So ensconced in the whole thing. And we even did a fantasy NASCAR thing between our family growing up. So it's always been there. But recently I really delved into some old crashes and kind of got hooked into Dale Jr.'s pod because he's such a nice guy, and his stories are incredible, and it's great to relive some of the stuff that I remember as a kid, but how he went through it. So as that's happening, I'm like, man, I want to get back into it. So I had to pull out NASCAR Thunder 2003. Oh, hell yeah. The tiniest disc ever. Look at that.
Dude,
this was
we had a NASCAR party because me and my wife, our birthdays are a week apart, so we had a combined birthday. It was a NASCAR themed party. This is why I have this hat handy, and we got
that's great
on the PS2 / PlayStation. We went to there's this old video game store down the street. We got NASCAR 98, 99, one of the Thunders. We got because they're all $1 whatever each. So we just got a bunch of them, and yeah, no, big NASCAR guy over here. Big NASCAR
My
guy.
my one of my favorite memories from the like 99 or 2000 NASCAR games was if you went the other way, Benny Parsons would go, "Hey buddy, you're going the wrong way." He's very just like casual about how you're driving reverse and potentially you're wrecking into every person in the field. But yeah, big NASCAR guy too. I mean, not like I keep up with what's going on, but like I'm not, actively
Yeah, I don't really know many
into
people. Yeah,
but I love going back, and wrestling has a huge thing with NASCAR, WCW specifically.
Yes.
WCW cars, Super Brawl 5 car, a lot of interesting stuff. If the more you dive into WCW and NASCAR, so that hooked right into me. So I love that I did not know that about you. I didn't know that you had that.
Oh yeah,
that
my
juice
parents
in
were
there.
huge into. I'm going to a NASCAR race in August.
Where are you going?
Wait, is it August or is it later this month? Richmond.
Where are you going to Richmond? Oh hell yeah,
pal.
Okay.
I haven't been to a
nice
race
track.
in. Yeah, I think it was like 2004. It's been like 20 years since I've been to a race. So.
And you've been to Richmond before?
I've been to Martinsville before.
Oh, Martinsville's dope too, man. I want to go. Of course, I want to go to Daytona, but I'd love to go to Talladega for.
Yeah.
Restrictor plate races are crazy, and I'd love to go to Bristol, but like for the night race, because that's like the most chaotic thing ever. And like they had it was very wrestling back in the day with the Earnhardt and like some of the they had heels. They had heels and faces. It was unbelievable what they used to be able to do. So.
Yeah, TNA had what was his name? There was one NASCAR driver
Herbie
that
Sadler.
had a. Well, it was him. There was somebody else that wrestled in a match, and his finisher was the pit stop elbow, where he would like run around his opponent and then jump on. TNA.
Find that out.
He might not have been he might have been like an announcer or something. Pit stop elbow. Apparently this doesn't.
The pit stop elbow. You love that.
Was it Herbie? If I heard the name, apparently it's so niche that it doesn't pop up. NASCAR. Maybe if I type in NASCAR.
Just type in NASCAR.
Wrestling. It's NASCAR. It's gonna bother me. Because I know, Hermie Sadler was a part of it. There was somebody else. Jeff Hammond.
Oh, Jeff Hammond. He
Yes.
was just like a spotter or a crew chief guy.
Right.
I
think it was him versus Kazarian or something stupid.
I mean, there was a tag team in WCW like that wore pit crew uniforms. I know Wally Dallenbach drove the car. I had all the toys. So they had a bunch of 1/64 scale cars with different pay-per-views on them. But then like there's so much there. There was a Sting car drove by Steve Grissom. We could talk forever about NASCAR and WCW.
We got a SpongeBob offshoot podcast. We got NASCAR. We'll have to figure it. We'll have a whole network of shows.
I'm here for it, brother. I love all that stuff.
So y'all stay tuned and neuter your cats or whatever.
Oh yeah,
neuter your dogs.
You a big Price is Right guy too?
Yeah, well that's.
I was Bob Barker once for Halloween.
Oh boy, how did that go?
Great.
You had like the little microphone, the skinny microphone.
Here, let's just show everybody everything. Yeah, I bought the big long ass microphone specifically for that. Where's it at? Oh, maybe I don't have it there. Let's see.
Man, it's kind of like a sip series on yourself in a way.
Something like that.
I don't even know if this hat fits. Doesn't really fit. Not a lot.
I just love that that's such a great. Maybe I don't have the photo here. Actually, you know what? I do have it in this other one. I'll tell you. But yeah, Bobby Labonte. I liked Terry Labonte for sure. And I know one of the Terry Labonte moments that I remember most was him getting spun out by Dale Earnhardt at Bristol. And my dad being like, livid that happened, and I'm like, it's just racing. Like, it's fine.
NASCAR was serious business back then. Let me tell you,
it was his life.
God damn it!
All right. Well, I can't find the photo, so whatever.
But
I was
it on your OnlyFans, and
hey,
I'll link it in the description or whatever.
You never know. Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Oh, it's uncensored, Tony.
Wait a second. I have it right here. What am I talking about? You ready for it?
I'll give it to me.
Hold on.
The people need it.
They do need it, but I need to. All right.
It's not just in your speed dial.
It's not. No.
Who is that? Is that your mom?
It's me and that's my girlfriend. But she was dressed as an old lady contestant on the show. And then our dog is the brand new car you could win. So
that's such a good.
But I had the long microphone,
yeah.
So
that's fantastic.
You got to go all out. Halloween's probably my favorite holiday. So
Halloween Havoc,
brother.
Monster Trucks.
I am gonna bring that shirt with me because I'm gonna probably be around StarCast, and if I get to meet Paul White, he's gonna see it. So,
oh man, don't bring up memories of him getting thrown off a building.
I'll say, I can't believe you survived that.
It's insane. It's insane. What an athlete.